Here we are. Welcome to the Varsity.
Here we are.
Radio show.
It's here. We're ready.
We are having a wonderful time already.
So far, yes.
And in a minute, we want to propose something to you because
we do want to propose.
It's very important to us. But first, let me introduce the people in the room to my right. He is one of the greatest co-hosts of all time in any show, anywhere, ever. He is Duke the Dog.
That's right.
He also has my favorite voice of the day is Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hello!
He is Jordan McDaniel.
Hey, guys, how's it going? Drink it in. There's no filter on the camera. I am truly this good looking.
Wow. Also in the studio. To our left. But right in front of Jordan.
Yes.
Is the greatest show producer of all time.
Preach, preacher.
He is a legend in his own world.
Yes.
Yes.
But you know what? His world is our world.
It is our world.
Yes.
It's very important to us.
Yes. He's a wonderful person.
We're going to talk about this in a minute.
Yes.
He takes care of the Oompa Loompas and keeps them from swimming too deep in the chocolate river.
Absolutely.
He is the Willy Wonka of radio, Steven Spiegel!
What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. Hey, we got a really good show lined up. And,
so good.
The Oompa Loompas are on a little bit of a mini break.
What?
Yeah, I give them Tuesdays just for a little while while we're doing the show.
Yeah.
Because, they can't be here. It's kind of like when you're trying to buy a house and people have to, leave while you're checking out their digs.
Yeah.
Doggone, you're supposed to leave? Shoot.
Yeah.
That's why they thought. That's why it was awkward.
Exactly.
Jordan's hanging out. He's like,
I'm
please
getting it
buy
now.
my house,
Hey,
please.
while you're up, could you get me some water? I'm thirsty.
Since you're visiting.
Exactly.
And
Hey, we're super excited that we have Mark Boatwright and JD Kizziah from Arab.
yeah, Boatwright's the easier last name.
Yeah, Boatwright, I got it.
Of that duo. Yeah, Boatwright
Kizziah.
we got.
Yeah.
Kizziah, JD
Yeah, we'll
Kizziah.
be here in the studio. Hey, we want to tell you what we were talking about, but first we want to tell you about B&B Video Games.
Yes.
80s style arcade. It's the Albertville mullet.
Yes, it is. It is a business in the front and a party in the back. It's got a local video game retail store and an 80s styles arcade in the back. And the arcade is so cool. It's so fun. And by the way, if you go in there, I think he has like, what did you say last time, Steve-O? That he's got like the second biggest video game collection.
So the store by itself doesn't even touch what he has in his own home.
Yeah, the
He's
owner,
got the second
Mark.
largest, Rick.
Rick.
The second largest video game collection in the entire world.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That is so
Steven,
cool.
We should do a live show from his home.
That would really be fun.
Yeah, we should do a live show from the arcade, from the video game arcade. That'd be fun.
We could be sitting there.
If we can't get the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, that's a good second choice.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, that works.
Steven's going to make it happen.
Steve-O!
We found out that there's lots of them.
Yeah.
But anyway,
The fleet
there's
of Wienermobiles.
Yes,
as we covered last time.
It's true.
It is true.
But Marco's Pizza is man, it hits. It is.
Oh,
it is.
yes,
It slaps.
It slaps.
It be bussin'? Is that what they say
Yes,
these days?
the pizza, the salads, the desserts, the subs, the sides.
It'd be bussin'.
Oh
dog.
wow.
You're really glazing Marcos right now, bro.
I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And,
to be fair, it's worthy of the glaze.
It is.
Marco's is really good.
It is
really,
legit,
really good pizza.
and it's Marco's Pizza.
Oh,
Ooh. Marco's Pizza with, get this, the glaze that goes on the Krispy Kreme donuts. You tell me that wouldn't work.
It does.
I think it would. It would work.
I think it would.
It would work.
I think
You would die, but it would work.
You would have a heart attack.
Diabetes.
Yeah, you would
Diabetes.
I got diabetes.
We want to tell you where to find us because we play really great music on the radio when we're not talking.
Yes.
But there is a show that never stops.
Never stops.
It's like Lamb Chop play along from the 90s that we used to have to live. It's the song that goes on and on, my friend.
That's right.
It never ends.
But it's the radio show that goes on and on, my
for
friends.
2 hours.
Yeah.
And you can check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter or X, YouTube, TikTok. But you can watch us live.
Yeah.
You can see,
Absolutely.
like Jordan said, live. You can see what Jordan looks like.
Yeah.
It could be exciting or disappointing. One of the one of the two.
Probably going to lean disappointing, but you never know.
Yeah. Hey,
never
it's
know.
at Varsity Radio Show on Twitter, on Facebook and Instagram, and Varsity Radio 885 on X, and live on YouTube at Varsity Radio Show 885. So check us out, and we'll be on Horizon Communications TV, which is great.
Yeah. 2 hours of your life
2
that you
hours.
will never get back.
Not wasted.
Not wasted.
Come join us. What were we talking about? This is important
Yeah, this
before
is
we
very
go to
important.
that break.
Yeah.
We believe in this studio.
We do.
In greatness.
Absolutely.
We believe in the best.
Yes.
That's why we have the best producer.
We do.
Now, Sand Mountain Reporter puts out a poll every year.
Sand Mountain Reporter, are you listening? Tune in.
We honestly don't know where that poll is, but by next week, we will.
Yes.
And they have a program called Best of the Best.
Best of the best.
Right.
Reader's Choice.
Reader's Choice.
Yep.
Best of the best.
Right.
And me and Jordan would like to launch a campaign starting today
Yes.
called Vote for Steven.
Vote for Steven.
Because we believe,
Yes.
and if you've never listened to the Lifeline Morning Show and the wonderful programming, the great job he does on the varsity.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's anybody better
Nope.
to receive that.
No.
And so if you enjoy the car line competition as much as my sons do, if you get up in anticipation wanting to hear Steven's funny stories
Yes.
or inspirational quotes,
Absolutely.
or you enjoy the Varsity Radio Show and all the funny videos and the great graphics, you can thank us, Steven.
You can thank Steven. The show would not exist without Steven.
And so, vote Willy Wonka.
Vote.
And we're going to tell you next week where to go, but we really do want you to vote for him.
Vote Steven Spiegel.
Because we want to get him in the best of best.
If you write down Steve-O, I don't know if they'll know who you're talking about.
Yes. We're going to find out where it happens.
Yes.
We're going to post it on the Varsity Radio Show in 88.5. Well, well, at least the Varsity Radio Show. He didn't ask us to do this.
He did
chose
not
to.
at all. They just started talking about this earlier. I'm
Yes.
like, whoa, okay. I'm down with this. Yeah,
Not
let's
only
go.
are we glazing the Marcos, we're glazing the Steve-O.
Vote Steven Spiegel.
Vote Steven Spiegel.
There we go, man.
Hashtag.
Steve-O.
I'm so honored.
Steve-O.
Is this what it feels like being at like a presidential campaign rally?
USA.
I think
All right.
I would vote for Steven, though.
Easily.
Not just for the Reader's Choice, but I would vote for him for president,
Yes.
too. I would absolutely vote for
Thank
president.
you.
Yes.
Leader of the free world, brother.
Vote for me.
Yes.
Vote for me. Vote
We
for
are now
Steven.
launching the Steve-O campaign.
Yes.
Meet us over on Facebook, Live, Instagram,
Heck
YouTube right now.
It's funny we're talking about that because, over on the socials, I got this little video that's actually taken from the presidential debate.
What?
It's a little one-liner
What?
that was talked about that's just making its rounds right now
Of
on the
course.
socials.
Yes.
So
Can't wait.
It's going to be good.
Oh, yes.
I love
So
it.
you need to come on over.
Love it.
Facebook,
Come on over, Facebook.
YouTube.
You get
Either
to
one.
hear all
Come
the fun
talk to
stuff.
us. We talk back.
But for now, how about Marty within my room?
Come on, Marty.
I don't need no flashing light.
Did you say the artist's name is Marty?
That's what he said.
Like Marty McFly?
Yes, exactly.
Rock and roll.
Steven,
Yeah.
meme of the week.
Hold on.
Oh.
I don't have it ready yet. Give me a second.
Sorry.
All right.
Just tell
This
me
whole
when.
producing thing, it takes a little.
I know.
I didn't. Anyway.
He was blushing from all the praise we were
Of
giving.
course.
Yeah.
Usually I'm like over here working my fingers to the bone. I'm like, I got to listen to this. What am I saying?
You deserve it, Steven.
Okay, are you ready now?
Yes.
Oh, we're
Okay,
ready.
let's-
We're ready.
Meme of the week.
Memes of the week.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And we love this part.
Yeah.
This is where my trust issues started.
Pull my finger.
Did you ever have a kid walk up to you?
I sure did.
with
I
a
had one of these.
Wrigley pull. I bet you did. You were that
Did.
kid.
I was that
And
kid.
you pull it, and you know what happens.
Mm-hmm. It's like a little.
Smacks your finger.
It's like a little rat trap, but for
or
fingers.
shocks you.
Yeah.
It's
shocks you.
terrible.
No.
This is where my trust issues started.
No.
Yes.
No.
It was.
No.
Was.
No. You just had to be the kid on the other side laughing.
I bet you enjoyed that, Jordan.
Then, Jordan, where did your trust issues start?
I don't have trust issues,
Oh,
Steven.
come on. There's got to be something.
I have zero trust issues.
Really?
No, actually, that's one of my flaws.
Yeah.
Is that someone can tell me something, and I might think that they're giving me a little bit of a lie, but I'm like, well, I can trust them.
You're giving them the benefit of the doubt.
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt.
My wife's like,
I do that quite a bit.
My wife says that about me. She's like, you just trust everybody.
Yeah, you just can't trust people.
Until they prove you wrong.
And there's a part of me that understands the argument, but I like my knee-jerk reaction is to trust somebody and what they're telling me.
Me too, unless it's a politician.
Yeah.
Anyway, next. Memes of the week. Corn dogs are basically just meat Twinkies.
Yeah. I have zero
Doesn't
problem with
that minister to you?
That does minister to me. That ministers.
I just want to have fun today, okay?
We had corn dogs actually for our youth meal Sunday night, and I should have called them meat Twinkies.
You know.
All right, everybody, come on up. There's plenty of meat Twinkies for everyone to enjoy.
Love it.
Although I don't like the. Like a Twinkie has a cake sponge.
Yes.
Whereas,
follow up.
Yeah.
Steven, have you seen the shelf life on a Twinkie?
Yeah.
Is there one? Is there even an expiration date on those?
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I don't know that they last a long time.
That should terrify us. Okay, next.
It should not.
All right, so if you're hungry, then this one's going to minister to you as well.
Even more than the meat Twinkies?
Yes, because we're talking about more meat, but
Here we go.
It's got to be some chicken.
Yes, yes. So what did you do this weekend? Local man paralyzed after eating 413 chicken nuggets.
So the limit is 412.
That's right. That was hilarious. That's the best comment ever.
Here's the thing, though.
Thank you for the
ladies
whimsical
and gentlemen.
music.
Yes.
You're very
Here's
welcome.
the thing, though. So it says local man paralyzed, but the paralyzed is spelled with an S, meaning this is a British thing.
Ooh, this is true.
Meaning it was probably a British man. I think an American could eat 500. I think an American could eat 500.
Jordan.
But how do you say chicken nuggies in British?
Man versus food. Man versus.
I would like some tiddlywinks and chonkers. That's how they say chicken nuggets.
Really?
That's great.
Tiddlywinks?
I don't know. I'm just making.
He made it up.
That sounded British.
What is it?
Tiddlywinks and chonkers with my Happy Meal.
Sausages and potatoes
Sausages.
are bangers and mash.
Yeah, bangers and mash. And some bangers and mash.
How about Toad in the Hole? That's another one, too.
I want you to speak in female British the rest of the
Tiddlywinks
show.
and chonkers.
That's hilarious.
For my
Co-hosted by Mrs. Doubtfire.
For my Happy
You
Meal.
know that would be the greatest
Britain.
show ever.
That would
But
be
here's
amazing.
Here's the
Next.
thing. Yeah.
I mean, how fast was this kid going?
Yeah. He really, that kid got some freaking speed, dog.
That's great.
There was
That's
like 12 Fred Flintstones in that, man.
You're not kidding.
Yeah, there was a lot of them.
You're not
I
kidding.
wouldn't think so, but okay, here's my thing. You start if I were to let my son start riding this around on the road,
Yeah.
he would never want to leave.
Yeah.
So don't do that. If they what are they called? A crazy coop, cozy coop?
I
something
don't
like that?
know. My kids have one at my parents'
Cozy
house.
coop, yeah.
Yeah, cozy coop, something like that. If you have a cozy coop, don't let your kid drive it outside, really, because they'll never come in. You know how I know? Because my son got a Power Wheel for his birthday.
Yeah.
And that's a cozy coop with an engine.
Yes. Eventually the battery runs out.
He never wants to. Dude, I'm telling you something right now. I love my son. I love him. I lie to that dude all the time. I'll be like, oh man, the battery's out. That's a bummer.
That's really hard to
Yes,
do because
really.
he's got two of these things.
Yes.
Yeah, so
yeah,
it's like you're not alternating
That's
charging.
a straight hour, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a straight hour.
And he'll just be sitting there and he'll just be driving it, and he'll be like, "Daddy, I'm having fun." I'm like, "Well, Daddy's not." But no, I you have to
honest dad.
You have to in a loving way lie to your children, or else you're going to die.
Here's what you can do.
Feels like really bad parenting advice.
It's not bad parenting advice, especially when they're running you ragged.
I'm gonna.
I don't see her yet, but talking about this, what if you were to put a stop in the middle of the yard, and tie a rope to the Power Wheel? So all they could ever do is just keep going around and around and around. Kind
of
like
like it's tangled.
Well, yeah, but then
Then you have to untangle it.
This is true.
That's more work.
Yeah. George, get a little while.
It was a good idea, Steven.
It takes a lot of work to keep from working.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you have to. You just And here's another thing, too. It's a nice day outside. George, you want to go in your Jeep? No. But the moment it starts raining, I won't go on my Jeep, Daddy. I won't go on my Jeep. Like, bro, it rained all weekend. And he wanted to go in his Jeep the entire, like every day.
Straight up talk almost every day when my kids get home from school and they want to just go crazy. Get outside and ride your bike now.
Yeah, get outside.
Hey,
even the baby.
I feel like this.
Get the baby on there.
I feel like this ministers to us three.
Yeah.
These can't be the same knees I used to jump out of swings midair and land with.
Right?
Yeah.
Do y'all feel that?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's so funny. Just the other day, we were taking Grace to go to the skating rink, right? And we brought a friend of hers. So Grayson's coming along with us. And Grayson is like, he's showing us, hey, I can pop my knees. Watch this. I'm like, dude, stop it. You're going to regret this when you get older because you pop the knees like that, right?
And then Steve-O was like, I can pop my knees too, dog.
Right?
Candy says she's logging in now.
Luckily, I didn't break my knees. I got out there on the skating rink floor too. It was a lot of fun, man.
You know what? I cannot skate.
You can't skate?
I cannot.
You never have?
Nope.
Oh, no.
I'm terrible at it.
Let's finish these.
I have weak ankles.
I bet Candy has skated a little bit in her day.
I bet so.
Candy, do you like to skate?
Candy?
Yes.
You do.
You do? So do you
roller skate or ice skate?
Both.
Whoa, of course.
Candy's talented.
Candy's more talented than
I don't know why we even
It's not fair.
asked.
It's not fair. She's more talented.
Glad. I can't see y'all. This is weird.
She's got skills.
Hold on 1 second. I'll get that fixed.
Yeah. Don't worry, Steve-O will get it fixed.
You may not want to see it could be discouraging to your day.
I have a question. Along with the reader's choice, can we vote Candy as the greatest FCA representative of all time?
Yes. I don't think Candy heard that.
I don't think Candy heard it.
There's no facial
response.
I'm not sorry. Oh, there she is. See?
There she is.
See?
All right, you guys ready for FCA?
We're ready.
All right,
we just bragged on you, Candy.
Did.
You were zoned out, but we bragged.
I was sending a text to.
She's busy.
Boss man.
All right, we got 1 minute. 1 minute. So sorry.
So 1 minute.
Yeah, we got 1 minute.
So we can go to the next. Which Candy can't see them.
Oh, she can't see the memes, but we can still have some fun with it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, let's pull it up.
We're doing memes, Candy.
Candy.
Talk about.
We're being cool.
This is terrible. Memes of the week. Just cutting off the end of a toothbrush and gluing it to the cockroaches, and it says, "The apartment has never been cleaner."
Yeah.
There
was
it's awful.
It's
also terrifying.
Yeah, it's also terrifying. And by the way, to be able to catch a cockroach and glue it.
Yes.
Right?
Are two. I mean, I feel like if this guy can actually do that, like his skills, he has a bigger skill set than he's thinking.
Yes. Let's go to the next one.
We've got 6 seconds.
Never mind.
So we'll hit it a little later, okay?
We'll get it a little later.
The FCA Moment of the Week.
We are so excited to be joined by the one, the only, the legendary.
Yeah. Yes.
Candy Armstrong.
Candy. What's up, friend?
Just working.
Just working? Yeah.
Just working, yes.
The struggle sounds real, Candy.
It has been. I've been sick for the last 3 weeks.
Oh.
This week is finally, I think I finally turned
beat
the corner.
it.
Yeah, you turned the corner,
but it has, it's got me. It's not been good. Today's the first day I've been able to actually halfway talk, and if I talk a lot, it starts going, so anyway.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
It had sounded like I swallowed a bullfrog for the last week.
So could you hit the bass notes in all the songs?
Yeah. It was awful. It was bad.
You say it's awful. I think that sounds kind of awesome. And I hate that you were in pain and not feeling good, but you could have recorded some sick beat tracks on like a new rap album and made a lot of money.
I could hear Candy rapping.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Candy in the house.
Candy in the house.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. I like it.
It was like, my husband said, it was awful.
So, Candy, now that you're alive again.
Yes.
Yes.
You have rejoined the land of the living.
Welcome.
Yes. Thank God.
Yeah, what's going on with Fellowship of Christian Athletes now that you can actually see it happening?
Lord. Whew. I'll tell you, these last 3 weeks been rough.
Yeah.
So but we still been working, still been after it. Like, Ministry never stops, regardless.
Nope. No, it does not.
But we've got just a plug, just not for FCA, but for everybody. Next week, September the 25th, is the See Ya at the Pole.
Yes, very important.
So that is like a nationwide thing. So we've got several different schools that's got that going on. So for anybody out there listening, check with the local schools in your area, because I'm sure many of them have something planned.
Yes.
Then in October the 9th is the National Fields of Faith with FCA. So we've got the different schools. We're not actually doing a Fields of Faith this year, but we are helping student leadership teams at different high schools around all the different areas pull theirs together and that kind of thing. So we're all going different directions as far as that goes. But yes, that's the national one is October the 9th. And we have a men's huddle that we're going to be having, trying to get information out about it. That's going to be on October the 15th. And then October the 25th, we're having a ladies huddle at Behind the Bench. That's going to be at Rocket City Tavern. But the big thing we have going on, we all know it's football season.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the big in-state rivalry?
That'd be the Iron Bowl prayer break.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah. They are scheduled, and I have been working on those documents just about all day today.
Wow.
But yes, the Coleman County Iron Bowl prayer breakfast is going to be on Wednesday, November the 20th, and that's going to be at First Baptist Church in Coleman.
Okay.
And then the next day, on Thursday, we will be traveling over to Marshall County, across the street from where you guys are. And that will be Thursday, November the 21st. And that's going to be at the Gunnersville High School in the gym again this year. That one is at 6 a.m. I don't know. Coleman is at 6:30. I don't know if I said that, but that one's at 6:30. Y'all's is going to be at 6 a.m.
Bright and early.
And then on Friday, we will be coming back to Madison County, and we're having one big one. We are including the Madison East and Madison West this year together.
It's a lot of people.
That is going to be, well, after COVID, we pulled them together. Just not knowing how people were going to react post-COVID, whatnot, because that's just an interesting topic within itself. However, last year we did split it, and we went back, and a lot of our big schools in Madison County in the West, they have different practices and several big things that they're committed to. We normally do that on a Tuesday, and it didn't work for them because of those schedules. So it works better for them to come to Madison East. And we were like, well, at First Baptist, we're busting at the seams.
Yeah.
So where can we have it? This year, we are having it at UAH.
Wow.
Friday, November the 22nd. It is going to be at UAH at Spraggins Hall, where they have their court, where they have the basketball games. So that's where it will be, and that one's going to be at 6:45 on that Friday morning.
Wow.
So that was a bigger space that we can everybody's not so congested and whatnot. So we've got that, and then speaking of that, the very next week, it's Thanksgiving, and so that Friday after Thanksgiving, we will have our camp registration will begin.
Yay!
Awesome!
Black Friday specials,
yeah.
So registration on Black Friday is going to be $175, so that's going to be saving $50.
That's awesome.
So so that's going, and then we'll have the end of the year and all that good stuff. So but Iron Bowl Prayer Breakfast is the big thing that we've got coming up, and so I'm trying to get all the information ready and approved so we can get it started sent out to different schools.
That's
and
awesome.
But that's a big, huge community event. You can contact our office. The tickets are $10. They always are. It'll be $10. That is one thing that we did not increase. Inflation didn't bother that one.
Woo-woo.
But anyway, we will have tickets to go on sale here shortly. You can contact our office at 256-509-3692 with any information that you have about anything. You can follow us on our website, northalabamafca.org. Everything's posted on there. So as soon as these documents are approved, then that's the first place that you'll be able to see it and grab a hold of them. But lots and lots. We're actually going this Thursday to set up. We go every year in the spring and fall. It's so fun. but it's JH Outback. I'll do a plug for them. But for any of the coaches in the area, whatnot, if they're interested in going, it's usually a husband and your spouse. You can do father and son, father and daughter, mother and son, mother and daughter, but they have to be 13 or older. But it's a weekend camp that they just pour in to whatever type of relationship, mother, daughter, whatever. Yeah. Really, really, really cool. But if you have any coaches out there that are interested in attending, you will contact our office. We can get you the information about it and try to help you out, whatever. But awesome. We go on Thursdays before the event. It's always Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But we go and we set up the tents, and they have like mattresses in the tent, so it is comfortable. Nice. So if you don't want sleeping in the tent. But anyway, it's just amazing. And it is beautiful. It's out in Estill Springs. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh.
Out past Gurley.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It is beautiful.
Yes.
Their property out there is just like gorgeous.
Wow.
Awesome.
My allergies, I don't know that we would. I'm hoping I don't have a kickback from Thursday. Let's
sure.
just say that. But I
understand.
You got this, girl.
I know, but it's beautiful. But if there's any coaches in the area that's interested and wants information about that, let me know, and we can get you hooked up.
Cool.
Awesome.
Candy, you're
Candy,
awesome.
it has been too long since
yes,
I have
it has.
seen.
It has. It's been a while.
Yes, it has.
Your awesome presence. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
You're so cool, Candy.
The coolest.
Love you guys, and thanks for all y'all do. We appreciate it.
We love Candy.
Bye, Candy.
Right.
You're
Have
awesome.
a good
Have
day.
a good one.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
What 88.5 JFM.
There we are.
We is on camera.
Look at us. And now just the name Steven Spiegel.
Yes. Steve-O. Steve-O. Steve-O.
Steve-O.
Steven!
You know what just happened?
What just happened?
I kind of had this idea when you started saying Steve-O. It took me back to the movie Hook. When they're saying hook, hook. And he's twisting his hook along with how they're saying it. Yeah, it's so good.
Hook.
Loved it.
Yeah, and they also chanted Rufio.
They did.
In that movie.
Rufio was awesome.
Rufio.
He was.
Rufio.
Oh, I've been following him over
Dante
on...
Basco.
Yeah,
Rufio?
Dante Basco. You're exactly right.
Dante
and
Basco,
He's got his own Basco, but it's okay. I'm playing, dude. I'm playing. I love doing this with you.
Somebody got upset over there.
Anyway, he does this thing called residual check lottery. And it's a lot of fun. He gets these checks from
there's
whatever
our guys
show.
right there.
Our guys from the show.
Steven.
All right, let me go get them set up.
Cool.
And,
Awesome.
We'll just talk.
Sounds good.
Hey, Seth.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
For you.
Yes.
Would you rather have unlimited power or unlimited respect from everyone around you? Ooh. What would you do?
Even as a pastor, I don't think you have unlimited respect.
I know, but I'm just asking if you could choose, like, universal respect. If you could choose one, universal respect or unlimited power, what would you do?
What does the power get me?
Everything.
What does the respect get me?
Everything.
Respect.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that's so sweet. You're such a sweetheart. Power.
That was an easy one.
Yes. Didn't even have to think about it.
You were laying in the bed this morning. That came across your mind, didn't it?
All right, here's another one. Here's another one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's another one. All right, would you rather live without air conditioning for the rest of your life or have no internet access for the rest of your life? What would you rather do?
I'd go without air conditioning, but hear me out. Hear me out.
What?
I would move. I would move to somewhere like Europe where they don't really use it.
They don't. Yeah, there's no really. Yeah, there's
like
no need.
when I was in Scotland, we didn't have air conditioning, and so there was no need.
There was no need for
universal
air conditioning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just felt nice.
Or Ecuador.
Well, there.
No, the Ecuador in the mountains.
No, I got you. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. But I don't. I
that would be my.
I think I would. I think I'd have to keep air conditioning.
If I had to live here, it would definitely be air conditioning.
Yes. If funds are limited.
Yes. If I can go to Ecuador where I was.
Yeah.
Where
up in
it
the
gets
mountains.
maybe 75 at the height and then 40 every night, and they don't really have air conditioning. They don't have need for it.
Gonna have to have your blankie.
I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At night.
But that doesn't require air conditioning.
I know, but still.
Yeah.
You're gonna definitely have to pack some warm clothes, but you'll be fine. What do you have a blankie? Do you used to have a blankie?
No.
Me neither. No. That's why I just brought it up just because I wanted to. I don't have one either. Anyways,
I need Jennifer to call in. Kids these days will never know how important field day was.
Bro,
that is the truth.
Yeah, my fifth grade class won field day.
5-year-old me, 6-year-old me in kindergarten trying to win the fun run on Friday. How they made me believe that running was fun.
They put the
Steven.
Yeah, I know.
Putting the fun in.
It reminds me of that video I sent you today.
Which video?
The one I sent you of this guy training, and I found me and Jordan a new training regimen.
You did?
I did. I posted it to our varsity site.
I'm really good at training.
Meant to talk with you about that one.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't
not
show
working?
it.
Okay.
No. Oh, man.
You didn't know what the beverage was he was trying to get to.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Way to go, Seth.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Way to go, Seth.
I thought it was like a Coke.
No.
But we won first place in fifth grade.
Yes.
And they used to because I was
We are the champions.
We did. I mean, it was awesome. I still remember
friend.
we decorated a flag and and when we won, we ran out onto the field and we're like jumping. It was so cool. Miss Hornsby was my teacher. Still my favorite teacher to this day.
Miss Hornsby.
Miss Hornsby, if you are out there listening,
You're a legend.
You are an absolute legend.
Okay.
Because
it's funny you mentioned this, Miss Hornsby. This morning I was talking with Mark Hall, Casting Crowns on the Lifeline, right?
Oh, brag about it.
Had this interview, and we were talking about how
Somebody's
kids,
name dropped.
Yeah, name dropping. I was
if you can, you might as well.
I was having coffee with Leonardo DiCaprio, and then started talking with Mark
That's
Hall.
just a normal Tuesday.
You know, you know how it is for famous people
Anyway,
like myself.
Every Tuesday.
We were talking about how I found this video, and it's talking about this guy, Levi Hawk is his name. He is a teacher, and he said that this kind of it was learned helplessness is like becoming some kind of almost a pandemic in the school.
Learned helplessness?
Yes, these kids just want the answer. They don't want to look for the answer. They don't want to struggle to find the answer. They just want the easiest thing possible. I was talking with Mark about that because he's all about student ministry at his church.
Yes.
Right? And so he said, I think that just describes every teenager ever.
Yeah.
But we were talking a little bit about that, and he brought up Miss McGillicuddy.
Yes.
And he used that as a teacher's name, Miss McGillicuddy.
Miss McGillicuddy.
Miss McGillicuddy. And I got to thinking about this. I know I've heard that name before. And so I said, oh, I got that reference. I got it. It's I Love Lucy because Lucy.
That's right.
Her maiden name was McGillicuddy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But get this. There's more than that because he said, actually, I think it was the teacher on the Little Rascals.
Was it?
I did a Google search because I thought we were having this Mandela effect kind of moment.
Is it a Mandela effect?
No. It was actually the teacher on Little Rascals and Lucy's maiden name on the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this was not a Mandela effect.
No, it wasn't because it actually panned out to be true.
Does that mean that Kazam exists? The Shaq Genie film?
I've seen it. I know I have.
He's seen it.
I have. I've seen it.
I have not.
That's like when they tell you that Fruit of the Loom, like the logo never had the loom
The
in
cornucopia?
it. Yeah, the cornucopia.
Yeah.
And you're like, no,
Uh-huh.
I saw it. It was in the 90s. I know I saw it. And they're like, oh, it didn't happen. And you're like, this is not an alternate universe. I know what I saw.
You lied to me.
I seen it. I seen it
with my own eyes.
I seen it with my own eyes.
Last one.
Yeah. Oh, he's on the phone.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to now talk. What do you want to talk about?
I enjoyed your Would You Rather.
What's your favorite?
I've got one more thing before I have to go get the pizza.
All right.
I'm sorry to butt in, but the whole reason why I kind of started talking was because I had to get y'all's reaction to this particular meme.
Yes.
Because none of you saw it yet.
We did not see it.
It's one of mine.
Uh-oh.
And I
You
just
made
Steven
it?
did a meme.
I
You
wanted
made
to see
it? You made it?
your reaction. So here.
My girlfriend said that baby sloths were so darn cute, so I sent her this.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
you guys!
That's it.
Yep.
Yes.
What's the
great.
movie? I forget.
Goonies.
Goonies never say die.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back. I gotta go get the pizza.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love the Goonies.
I enjoyed that.
Although the Goonies has a lot more bad language in it than you remember. It just does.
You know,
it has because
Garfield had.
Garfield?
I don't know if you've looked back at Garfield. I was watching it the other day, and I'm like, my Lord, there's a lot of innuendos in this that I just totally missed.
And
as
Garfield?
a kid.
In the cartoon.
In the cartoon.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Now you're going to go back and watch it.
Are you talking about the theatrical movie, or are you talking about the actual cartoon that was on television
the old
when we were
school
kids?
cartoon.
Oh.
That we used to watch as kids.
Yeah.
And think it was clean.
Guys, you could seriously watch anything as a kid in the 90s. Pretty much, if your parents let you,
anything but Beavis and the other guy. You're not getting away with it.
I love it.
That's right.
And Cornelio.
Yeah. I never watched it.
What do you mean? You never watched Beavis and the other guy?
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
That was forbidden.
I mean, it was forbidden in my house too.
In my household.
I totally watched it.
And it was totally not something that I tried to watch.
And Cornelio. Oh man.
There were things that I would try to get away with, but that wasn't one of them.
That wasn't one of them. No. Man, it's so funny.
No.
Oh, my gosh. I love that show.
Another one I'm thinking of that I didn't watch
my mom wouldn't let me watch The Simpsons.
Mine either.
That was forbidden. Beavis and the other guy was also forbidden.
Yeah.
Pretty much Futurama came along a little later than The Simpsons. But I was like a teenager when that came out, and my mom was like, "You still can't watch that." But again, how did Terminator 2: Judgment Day get through the cracks? That was fine
because your mom enjoyed it.
She did not. She did not enjoy that movie. And also Braveheart. Do you remember Braveheart? That's a great movie.
Yes.
But I mean, there's a lot of beheadings in that movie.
Yes. Well, I will say about Braveheart. It's historically accurate.
Well,
most of it.
Yes, most of it. But it's also like I could watch Titanic. Titanic was not appropriate at all.
No.
Not appropriate at all.
No.
So
I did not get to watch Titanic.
Braveheart and Saving Private Ryan.
And I didn't watch Braveheart.
Alien,
probably college.
Alien and Aliens.
Yeah.
I mean, we were able to see all these movies, but if we were caught watching The Simpsons, the belt got pulled out and we were destroyed. I really don't know how it happened. It's mixed signals.
Wow.
That you notice as a parent
standards.
And you're like, but then you become your parents.
Yes.
You become your parents.
So now you're letting your kid watch.
I'm letting my kid watch The Simpsons, but he can't watch South Park.
That was the other show.
That was the one.
That was the other one I couldn't watch.
Oh. I thought you were about to say we couldn't mention it.
No.
Okay, you can mention it. South Park.
I just didn't watch it.
I was trying to get my wife to watch one episode just to see her reaction because she never watched it. It wasn't that she wasn't allowed to watch it. She just didn't want to. She didn't want to.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you should watch the first episode of the first season. And I can't tell you what the name of the first episode of the first season is, but she saw the name of it. It was not appropriate.
All right, guys.
But she saw it and she was like, I can't believe you watched this. I was like, I can't believe you didn't. Like, it's the best show ever. Clutch!
All right, let's do some Clutch, guys.
Let's talk about Jesus now.
Here we go.
We need to after that.
Right?
Absolutely.
And here we go.
The Clutch Moment.
I want to talk about being fearless, and I want to ask you a question right at the beginning.
Me?
You.
Who, me? Okay.
Have you ever had to do something that took great courage in your life?
Yes, of course.
Tell me one of those stories.
Oh my gosh. So one of the things that took a whole lot of courage in my life was I love roller coasters now, but I was not a fan as a teenager.
Yeah.
And I was at on a youth trip to this place called Kings Island in Ohio. Yeah, in Ohio. And I can't even remember the name of the roller coaster, but it went forwards and it went backwards. And I was like, okay, Jordan, if you go forward, you can handle going backwards. And it brings you all the way to the top of this hill, and it lets you sit there for like 10 seconds, and then they count it off. And they say, on the count of 3, 3, 2, but at 2, then they drop you. So they pull kind of like one over your eyes.
They lied to you.
That was scary.
That's where your trust issues happen.
Yeah, that might be. But ever since then, I was like, like when I got off, I was like, that wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't as terrifying
as I
thought. Yeah, the drop wasn't that bad. The scariest part was being up high, and that's when I found out the difference for me. Why I didn't like roller coasters. Was the height.
Okay.
But when you dropped, it wasn't too bad.
Right.
Like I just So I was like, as long as I'm on a roller coaster and it drops me quickly, then I think I'm okay. And I love roller coasters.
So
now.
I spent most of my childhood at the Arab pool during the summer.
Okay.
Right? And they had a high dive back in the day.
Yeah.
And I remember as a young kid looking at that high dive and thinking, I will overcome this.
I will do it.
And I get up there and I climb up to the top.
And it was.
And you're up there, and
you weren't.
Steven, you know how it is.
Oh yeah.
You feel like you're 300 feet in the air.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you are.
And I turned around. I think one time I finally jumped, but it was terrifying.
Yeah.
The bigger you get, the worse it is, too, because the heavier you get, it's like, okay, I know I'm going to hit the water, but how far down am I going to go?
Right.
Because that's what I'm worried about.
Right.
Am I going to be able to breathe again?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And the definition of fearless is to be without fear. And brave.
What a shock.
And brave, I know.
What a shock. Colorly surprise.
Invulnerable to fear, right, or intimidation. In this world, it is not good to be selfish, but in our Christian faith, God always welcomes a selfish pursuit to get all that we can out of Jesus in our walk with Him. We must be fearless in our pursuit of Him. And there's a story in the Bible that paints this picture better than any, and it's found in Mark 5:25 through 28, and it says a woman in the crowd had suffered for 12 years. You've heard this.
Yes.
Jordan. With constant bleeding, and she had suffered a great deal from many doctors. She'd gone to many doctors, and over the years, she had spent everything she had to pay them, but she had gotten no better. In fact, she'd actually gotten worse.
Mm-hmm.
In verse 27, it said she had heard about Jesus, so she came up behind him through the crowd and touched his robe, for she thought to herself, if I can just touch his robe, I'll be healed. Let's break this story down and take some lessons from this woman, right? Fearless.
Yep.
What are some lessons of the fearless? Does our pursuit place us in his presence, right?
Yes.
And this is what this woman does. See, this woman made a bold move here, one where she was gonna risk her life just to be at least able in Jesus' presence. So, Jordan, what kind of things can we do to place ourselves in the presence of God?
Well, very simply, and here's what no one wants to hear, but it's what everyone needs to hear.
Yeah.
Read the Bible.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
You wanted me to say anything other than that. You would have rather me have said, go on a mission trip to Africa. You would have rather me have said that, or go to some foreign land on a mission trip.
Yeah.
Rather than actually have the consistent habit of opening up your Bible and reading it every day.
That's good.
That's how you do it. And I was telling my students this Sunday night. If you are not reading your Bible at least a little bit throughout the week, you will not grow spiritually in your faith. It won't happen. It will not happen. You know, I'm not saying you have to understand every single story.
Yeah.
Because I read stuff and I'm like, got no idea what that said.
Yeah.
But ask God to help you, or for the love, use Google for the glory of God. I have no idea what Mark 25 through 28 is talking about. You can Google that. What's Mark 5?
Or you can find YouTube videos that break it down. Yeah,
Mark 5, 25 through 28, and Google will give you a website with some commentary on it, or someone talking about it, or a YouTube video.
Yeah.
We have we have all this information in the palm of our hands, and we use it for looking up stupid cat videos on TikTok. Use it.
That was good.
Use it for something good, everybody. Come on.
You kind of mentioned this, Seth, but you said that she was putting her life in danger.
Yes, go into detail.
Talk a little bit about that.
So, and I should have. I'm sorry, Steven.
It's all good.
So,
that's what I'm here for, man.
In Jewish law, though, Jewish law, if this woman pushed through the crowd, she was unclean.
Yep.
So she shouldn't have touched anybody in the crowd, including Jesus.
Nope.
Punishable by
death. Because of that very fact, and secondly, she was a woman.
Yeah.
Which in America and now is different, but culturally in Jesus's time, second-class citizen, right?
Yep.
And so you just don't have the rights that you would now. But it's punishable by death because you were unclean.
Yeah.
And if you're unclean and it's found out, hey, I'm wrong about this, and she touches Jesus, he is a rabbi who is really the person who can enforce the law, one of the enforcers of it. So she was literally putting herself in risk because she's making everybody in the crowd unclean, including Jesus.
Yes.
So... good definition.
That's a pretty big step, man. That's a pretty big step.
Yeah, so this is a huge step she's taking.
A huge step of faith.
And it's a massive risk. Mm-hmm. Yep. But she's sick of it because 12 years of frustration and no solution. So will God stop for you in Mark chapter 5, 29 through 32? Immediately the bleeding stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So she made the right decision. And she could feel in her body that she had been healed of her terrible condition. This is crazy because Jesus realized at once that the healing power had gone out from him. So he turned around in the crowd and asked, "Who touched my robe?" I'm going to explain why this is crazy.
Yeah.
His disciples said to him, "Look at this." Okay, add sarcasm here because this is exactly how they're talking to Jesus. His disciples said to him, "Look at this crowd pressing around you. How can you ask who touched you?" Like, they are being sarcastic here. In verse 32, it says, "But he kept on looking around to see who had done it." Right? So what does it take for God to stop for you?
Well, I think very simply, God has always stopped for us.
Yes.
He's not the one who's moved.
Yes, it's
We're the ones who've moved.
Yeah.
So if we could put such a fine point on it, God has, the way that we get God to stop for us is by actually pursuing him, reading our Bible, trying to get to know him.
Yeah.
Listen to good sermons on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or listen to, people talk about,
have a prayer life.
Yeah, have a prayer life. Like these are simple things.
Worship music. Yeah.
Here's the thing. These are simple things. We are not telling you anything new. Here's the problem. You just don't do it.
That's good.
That's the issue. We are not giving you any new advice or any new plan.
You
just have to do it.
You have to enact it.
Yeah, you have to just do it and just say, okay, I'm going to start reading my Bible. I'm going to start praying more. And if you fail and if you screw up, okay, guess what? We've all been there.
Yeah.
Keep plotting along.
It's the very fact of moving forward.
Yeah, it's moving forward. Michael Jordan did not wake up one day and was immediately awesome at basketball.
No.
He didn't even make his high school basketball team until his junior or senior year. Yeah, but he kept going.
Yeah.
All right, he found it a worthy pursuit. And what we're trying to get you to understand is that Christ is the ultimate worthy pursuit.
That's good.
That's the ultimate worthy pursuit. So pursue Christ.
And I've learned that God will stop dead in his tracks to meet you where you're at.
Of course. Yes.
And this is my last question. Will our faith get us there?
Of course.
So we're taken to this final moment in Mark, and it's so good, 5:25 through 34. Then the frightened woman trembled at the realization of what had happened to her because of what I just told you. She could have been killed.
Yep.
If she had not met the merciful Savior, right?
Absolutely.
Trembling at the realization of what had happened to her, came and fell to her knees in front of him and told him what she had done. And he said to her, "Daughter," what?
Your faith
has made you well. Go in peace. Your suffering is over. So is Jesus the answer to all our problems? This is an easy answer.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, but we have to redefine what we mean by problem.
Right.
We don't, it's not, man, I really have a problem because I want a Lamborghini and I don't have one.
Yes.
That's not a problem.
It's a pursuit of righteousness.
Yes. Christ is the end of all your problems as long as you have rightly defined what a problem is.
That's good. Not $1 million.
Yeah, he is the end of sin, the stain of sin being on your life. If you repent and believe in him, he is the end of the stain of sin. He is your righteousness. He took your place. He is your Passover lamb. He is all of those things for you. So he is the end of all your problems. But so many people hear problems and they think financial, or they think I want a girlfriend, or I want my marriage to be better. And don't get me wrong, some of these things are certainly good pursuits.
Yeah.
You know, having a good and godly marriage is a good pursuit. Having control of your finances is a good pursuit. But that's not what Jesus solves here.
Right.
He is solving the issue, the problem of your sin and your separateness from God.
Yeah.
And he is, those who were once far off have been brought near by the blood of Christ.
Yeah.
And that's what he does. So yes, very simply, he is the end of our problems, but you have to define correctly what you mean by problems.
So good.
Yeah.
Let's pray. God, we pray, God, that you would help us to be fearless in our pursuit of you. Just like Jordan said, God, we need to be hungry for you, hungry for your ways and the things that you can do. Lead us closer to you. Draw us near to your heart. In your holy and awesome name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Steven! Wish we had a guitar.
I can do it.
I'm just seeing JD can play guitar. Wow. We can go ahead and bring them in so we can show them some funny videos.
All right, I'll go grab them.
I have a question.
What's
for
your
you.
question?
Would you rather have a personal maid or a personal chef? Whoa. What's the biggest stressor?
My wife is a great cook.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say maid.
I think I would say maid too.
My wife is a fantastic
Yeah. My son is a tornado of destruction.
Yes, and 3 kids makes it really hard.
Yeah, and I only have one. We need the upstairs room. Like, if I could get a maid, a personal maid, and that maid comes in there and organizes the upstairs room, I would be so unfathomably happy. Because Jennifer and I, we eat well. Like, we're fine. We're fine with Velveeta skillets. We're fine with Hamburger Helper.
Yeah,
we don't have to have fancy stuff. In fact, a lot of times I'm just gonna make a sandwich, and Jennifer's just gonna make. Well, I'm just gonna warm up something in the microwave.
It would be great.
Sure, absolutely.
To have a chef.
Yeah,
but
a maid
would just change the game.
Yeah, a maid that you don't have to pay
all the time.
Like, she just appears. Like what was the robot's name in the Jetsons? What was the maid's robot's name in the Jetsons? I can't remember. But I know
who you're talking about.
I mean, but a one, like, you buy a maid, you buy the robot maid, and all she does is clean and give you sassy jokes. What more do you need? What more do you need?
Clean and sassy jokes.
I mean, I don't need anything else.
I think that's the direction I would go.
Yeah.
I definitely, I don't know about you, but I think that's the direction I would go.
Yeah.
Maid.
Yeah, I think I'd go maid. That's the best thing, because, gosh, you just gotta.
It'd be nice not to have to clean up after.
Oh my gosh. Like, and I don't know.
Wouldn't that be? Oh, listen, look at this guy. Look at Steven.
A guitar.
Steven! And this is why we're running the campaign Vote for Steven.
Steven, if you'll play a song, I'll sing. Not well, but I will sing.
That could be be terrifying.
What would you want me to sing? What would you want me to sing? Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord.
Oh, I like the way you just changed your voice.
Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
It's intense.
It can go kind of deep when it needs to.
Hey, that is not the show.
That's not the show?
That's not the one I meant.
It's not the show.
No.
We're the show.
Oh, I didn't share the show.
We're the big show.
We're the something.
Well, it's the big show.
Here we go. Varsity.
So, you know Chris Jericho, right?
He's a wrestler.
Yeah, he's a wrestler.
Hey,
he's
we
a
got
wrestler.
8 people on here.
Woo woo.
Hey, Johanna.
Canary
Miller.
What'd you say? Canary Miller? Panary Miller.
Cassie.
Wait, it's Joanna Panary Miller?
Yeah.
Or okay. I thought you were saying someone's name was
What's
Panary
up, guys?
Miller.
How you doing?
How you doing, fellers?
Hey, anybody
Good to
know
see
who Joanna Panary Miller is? Anybody? No.
Anybody?
Okay.
No one does. Okay.
Well, hello. And they said Rosie. Rosie is the robot from the Jetsons.
Rosie is the robot from the Jetsons.
Got it.
Here's a good question
Yes,
for you guys.
Good.
Here's a good question for you guys. This is a good would you rather. I'm Jordan, by the way. This is Seth.
Nice to have you guys.
Would you rather have a personal maid or a personal chef?
This is a solid question.
Man, that is a very solid question. We were actually kind of talking about it.
That's a struggle.
So
you heard our question.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
It's like I feel like I can do all the stuff that the maid would do, but it just all sucks.
Yeah.
So
that's a solid point. That's a solid point. Mm-hmm.
But like I can't cook, so I would need a chef. Need a personal chef.
Yeah.
See, JD.
Does your mom or dad cook or grandma cook?
My mom cooks.
Okay.
A lot,
yeah.
So that's nice.
When I was, how old are you?
17,
18, and I moved out of my house at around 19, something like that. It was ramen noodles and Little Caesars pizza. And Little Caesars pizza used to be like $4 for a big one.
I mean, it's
no
like Marco's.
Yeah, I mean, no. But when you're poor,
y'all enjoy that?
Delicious.
Yeah. Come on, somebody.
So okay. What about you, Mark Boatwright? Mark Boatwright in the house, everybody. Mark Boatwright. There we go. Mark Boatwright. Mark Boatwright. Mark Boatwright in the house.
Solid.
All right, Mark. What would you do?
It'd definitely be a personal chef.
Nice.
I eat way too much to not have one.
Oh man!
Just
so basically, yeah. I think it does change. When I was y'all's age, I would have absolutely picked a personal chef. Oh, yeah. But now that I have a toddler
in a whole house,
it is shifted from I'm fine, I can cook, I can
My wife is a great cook.
Yeah. Jennifer's a good cook too.
I pray to God that she's hearing me say this.
Jennifer makes these ham and cheese sliders.
Come on,
somebody. My gosh, dog!
She puts that special sauce on the top.
I don't know what she does.
Steven, can you show them something funny? We need to make these guys laugh a little bit.
I think let's just keep talking about eating, shall we?
Yes.
I'm down, bro.
I'm really liking this. So here we go. I don't know if you've ever heard of Tara Town. She's the '90s girl, and this resonates with us. But I wonder about you two, if you really have ever tried something as delicious as this that you're about to see.
I don't know.
Things you'll only understand if you grew up in the 90s. After a long morning at the pool in the summer, you'd be extremely hungry. So you made the most perfect sandwich. It consisted of 2 pieces of white bread, butter, mustard, cheese, ham or bologna, and the cherry on top, Doritos.
Yes!
To drink, you definitely skip the water and go straight for a Capri-style Kool-Aid from this pitcher. And the nap that you had afterwards, best nap of your life.
You know what, Steven? That is how my childhood.
That's not just a '90s thing. I think that's an every single person thing.
Did you have the picture though?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
And why is it?
We did, but did y'all have that picture?
Why is it that my mom could make the best turkey sandwich, and I never like my turkey sandwiches are okay, but something about my mom making the turkey sandwich.
They never taste the same when you grow up.
They're made with love. I don't know what it is.
Amen.
But mom and grandma. And grandma used to do fried bologna sandwiches, and like I can fry bologna and put it on 2 pieces of bread, but for some reason my grandma's fried bologna sandwich is still the greatest thing that I've ever eaten. It's wonderful. And I can make a fried bologna sandwich, but it lacks the love. I need someone to make it for me.
It just never tastes the same.
Yeah, it just doesn't taste the same. Why is that?
It never tastes the same.
Yeah, but Doritos on a sandwich are just a top-notch. That's just a top-notch pro move.
It's the crunch.
Anyways,
it's like when you put the top piece of bread on and you push it down and you hear the crunch, you know it's on. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's a solid move.
So now, talking about things not tasting the same. So when you walk into a restaurant, you're presented a choice. Well, you think you know what they're going to offer you, but then they ask you if something else is going to be okay.
You've dropped your phone like 5 times.
Yes, I hate it when they do that, by the way.
Here.
This
like
holder.
this right here.
Every time I go to a restaurant, what would you like to drink? Can I have a Coke? Is Pepsi okay? Is Monopoly money okay? Because no, Pepsi sucks. Every time.
So, quick poll, all of us in the room, those who like Coca-Cola, raise your hand.
both though.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't do both. You got to pick one.
I like both.
I mean, look, I could.
I'm gonna be the weirdo.
I'd
though.
be fine with Pepsi. I would be fine with Pepsi, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you were to
Coke
give me the
or
choice,
Pepsi?
Coke or Pepsi, I'm picking
It
Coke.
depends
Is
on
Dr.
the day.
Pepper Coke or Pepsi, or is
That's
that kind
Coke,
of
ain't
its
it?
own thing?
And it's kind of Coke,
Is
right?
it?
That's
Coke.
Are you
I thought
sure?
it's its own thing.
I thought
now.
it was.
I think it is too.
You're gonna judge me. I'm
Dr. Pepper's
voting.
always
I'm voting
top.
Pepsi.
I'll say this. I'll say this. At Food City,
if it's cold.
at Food City in right here in Albertville, they will have Coke products on sale, and the Diet Dr. Pepper is included in the Coke products. But when they have Pepsi products on sale, the Dr. Pepper or the Diet Dr. Pepper is not included. Now, I don't know. Maybe they're getting something wrong. But if based on Food City, if you could call us.
I know a guy who
and
works
let us
there.
know.
We need to
Yes,
call him.
yes.
Clarification.
Yeah. Is
But
it-
according to AI over on Google, Dr. Pepper is separate from Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
Wow.
It's its own entity.
it's its own entity.
Yeah.
That-
Yes.
And I think Dr. Pepper kind of smokes them both. Actually, if you're gonna
Absolutely.
if you're gonna tell them, if you're gonna make me between Coke, Pepsi, or Dr. Pepper, I'm doing DP, dog.
You guys ready
All
to
day
dive
long.
into the athlete interview?
Let's do it.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
let's do it.
Athlete interview. Here we go.
Here we go.
The Varsity Athlete Interview.
We are so excited to be joined by my friends, JD. I'm gonna need help on. JD, give me your last name. I tried to say.
Kizziah.
Did I say it right?
You did not.
Okay.
We were
I'm
both- we were
sorry
both-
for the slow roll.
But
I wanted to say it right.
Kizziah.
And Mark Boatwright.
Oh, yeah.
We're so excited to have you guys.
Kizziah sounds like something that you yell when you're
Kizziah!
about to jump out into battle, like Kizziah!
Kizziah!
Jumping in like swords, guns blazing. Yeah, that's a great. Yeah.
Everybody, just throw
Yeah.
a little high in there.
Yeah.
Dan.
Do people
Kizziah!
do people call you Kizziah or do they call you JD?
I mean, it kind of depends on how well I know the person. I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, Kizziah.
Yeah, there's
Well, that's the coach's thing.
my
I
coach.
like it.
My coach always just called me McDaniel. Jordan was irrelevant. McDaniel, take a lap. Like those were his favorite words to me. Take a lap. So,
But JD and Mark are in
Yeah.
here, and they are from the school I graduated from, Arab High School. And
Go
so,
Knights.
Yeah,
Go Knights.
yeah, and so I'm extremely excited to have you two.
yes, 2 track stars.
Obviously. And so when did
You don't look like me and are a track star. You just don't. You just don't.
I mean,
I could roll.
I could have been fooled.
Downhill, you could let me roll.
You're a shot put guy.
I-
yeah.
Thank you. I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the
they
week.
get it. Anyway, you guys, when did you realize that you enjoy being punished by running? When did that become a thing? So,
My mom was a cross country runner in college,
yes,
so
yes.
I kind of just was forced into it.
you're just
Yeah.
like,
You will run, and you
Yes.
will run well.
it's like I enjoy
Okay.
dying to
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What about you, JD?
Mark.
So 8th grade, our track coach Trent Martin, he's also my youth pastor, and he was like,
Okay.
"Hey, I think you'd be pretty good at track." And then I showed up to practice, and I was actually pretty good. And so he's like, "Hey, we're gonna put you at distance." And at the time, I was like, "Yeah, that sounds awesome."
Till you did it.
So I did it.
And then, no, I said till you did it.
Oh, till I did it. Yeah, that's true.
So, okay. 90% of the athletes in here,
Yes.
when we ask them, what's your least favorite practice drill? It usually involves conditioning.
Yes. But that's all you do, right?
That's
But
right.
that's all you
That's
do.
right.
yeah, that's
That
all
is.
you do.
So my question to you is, if all that you do is conditioning, what is your least favorite thing that you have to do at a practice?
Yeah.
I know.
You've stumped them.
I know.
Yeah.
I've stumped myself. Like, where do we go from here?
I mean, it's kind of like which amount of pain is the worst. Like
Exactly.
It's like
Exactly.
getting hit by a bus or getting
Yes.
hit by like a Volkswagen bus.
Yes.
But
So which one is the bus?
The
Yeah.
bus. So we used to do this thing called mile repeats, where we
Okay.
run a mile pretty fast, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Pretty fast paced, and they give us 5 minutes. And they're like, "All right, you're back on the line. Go again." And That
Wait,
really
you have to run the
No,
mile
you get
in
a
5 minutes?
You get a 5-minute break.
5-minute break.
Okay,
And
okay.
then you run the mile
I was about to say,
again.
I was like, you have to run the mile in 5 minutes? That's
no.
booking it, man. I didn't. Okay, all right.
Not at practice. No.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say at practice, then y'all going to be busting every state record if y'all are running the mile
You know what?
in 5 minutes at
I'm
practice.
literally seeing myself at this practice.
Yeah.
Crying for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then like do it again.
I mean, I can.
You know what, Coach?
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm so slow. I am so slow. When I run, it's like a 10-minute mile. I'm not fast at all, and I mean like it's rough.
Hey,
it's
no
rough.
shame in that.
It's rough.
The main thing is that you're out there doing it. That's
I
the
am
main
out
thing.
there doing it now. On the bike, I can make myself feel better and be like, "Hey, I did that in like 6 minutes."
Yes.
I'm really improving when I'm,
Me
on a bike.
the treadmill. Me on a treadmill. I like that. You guys, cross country. I will say, as a youth pastor, cross country has been by far my favorite thing to ever go watch.
So much fun.
Yeah.
It is fun.
Oh yeah.
It's very fast. So like you literally go.
Yeah.
And 20 minutes, it's over.
That's
right. I'm like, this is the greatest sport of all time.
And it's done, and we know who clear winners
As
are.
a youth pastor.
What about you? What about you, Mark? What is your least favorite thing?
Oh, hills.
Hills.
Running up hills.
Real.
Yep.
The
With no
hills
spikes.
Yeah.
Those are bad.
What's your favorite?
My favorite? Probably long runs, where we run like 8 to 7 miles.
Oh wow.
Daggum.
That sounds bad, but it's really not.
It's
that
not
bad.
that bad.
I about
running 8 to 7 miles. It's all right.
it's no big deal.
No biggie.
I go to the.
So we do it every morning.
Yeah,
no big deal.
Yeah,
No wonder you ate half the
top
pizza, guys.
I
God.
top out at 4 miles a day. If I can run 4 miles a day,
I know.
I've done pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't.
If I can watch
but they're
somebody
just like-
run, I've done good.
They're
Like,
just like 7 to 8 miles. 7 to 8 miles a day. No big deal.
No biggie.
No biggie.
No biggie.
Yeah.
So how did you guys realize, hey, we're good at this? Because I've seen the awards. Y'all are impressive. So how did you realize, hey, I'm better than average here?
I mean, it really just took over time, kind of just like we kept doing it and doing it. We just kept getting faster and faster, really getting those PRs, kind of breaking our own record. And as soon as like, whoa, we got a school record now. Like, how'd that happen? But
That's
just
amazing.
Practice. Just
Consistency is
For
everything.
sure.
So how did that moment feel when you broke that record?
I jumped on everybody. It was awesome.
Yeah, I ran the last leg, so I threw up everywhere on the field.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Sounds
Rock and roll,
awesome.
yeah.
Nice. That's disgusting, but that's awesome.
You're welcome.
At the
You'll
same
never
time.
forget me.
Yeah, you'll never forget that. Yeah.
You'll ne-
So, all right. So, are y'all? You're 17, so you're a senior. You a senior?
No, sir. I'm a junior.
Junior. Okay. So, I mean, obviously, cross country is there's individuals, but there's also team stuff. Like, what do you prefer? Do you prefer the individual, or do you prefer like the team things that you do together? Like, how does that work?
I would definitely say the team thing.
Okay.
Just because of the bonding you get through it.
sure.
And all the little kids that look up to you. We have a lot younger cross country team.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I really enjoy.
Okay.
Also about it.
Wow.
So what is y'all's goal, would you say, for this season? Like, I mean, obviously the goal is win state. That's everyone's
right.
goal. But like what, and I'm not saying that y'all could do that, but I'm just, what would you like to say, okay, we hit this, we've had a great season?
Realistically, honestly, just making it to state.
Okay.
I mean, just
being there.
Yes, that's right. And I mean, the section we're in is really good.
It's
like
the best in the whole state.
Yeah. Are y'all are 5A?
Yeah.
5A, yeah. Yeah, the 5A is very, very competitive.
It's tough.
Yeah. So, okay. So that would be like making it to state would be like a huge deal. Do they do state okay, maybe I don't know a whole lot about cross country, but like would you be able to qualify for state as like an individual, but the team wouldn't necessarily go? Okay.
Yep.
That's what I thought. So, I mean, obviously you want to go as a team, but if you qualify
as an individual,
you're going to be like, heck yeah. And I'm assuming the team would all come out to support and everything. Maybe, possibly. Kizziah kind of gave I don't know, we'll have to see. Might have to pay him. Might have to pay him.
Yeah.
But,
Tell me about your coaches. What makes them special? What do they mean to you? How do you think they've helped you improve as an athlete?
Yeah, I mean, our coaches, I feel like they have the perfect...
You can use names, by the way.
We can use names?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just Coach Harden for cross country, Coach Martin for track, Coach Wade. I feel like they have the perfect balance of, like, tough love and, like, listening to you, like, listen to your body, kind of like players coach. Like, because they'll push you to your limit, but they won't really push you past your limit because, like, they're not going to run you into the ground just to watch you, like, suffer. They're not that mean, but...
The 8 or 9 miles is just for fun.
Yeah, that's that's funsies.
Yeah.
That's funsy, enjoyable stuff.
Just for fun.
As we all know. Yeah.
That's right.
Talk about that for me.
My 2 coaches that he didn't mention were Matt Chance, and my mom is also an assistant coach that we have, and they provide so much support that is unseen, I feel like, a lot of the times, and it really helps throughout just running and everything.
Talk about, what is it, track meets, I'm guessing. So, talk about the track meet, maybe one that was really memorable to you in your career so far.
I think our most memorable one would probably be where we broke the school 4x8 record, and it was at Scottsboro, which was even better because Scottsboro is a 5A rival.
And they've started becoming a rival, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. But that meet, when we had it, we had one of our best sprinters on our team who came to help us beat that record, and we weren't even shooting for it, which was the great part.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
It rarely happens when you ever. Sometimes when we're going to break it this year, it doesn't get done. But it's always when you're never expecting, like, holy smokes, we just did that. Like, we didn't even.
Well, I think they answered this a few minutes ago, but we are recording. But if you could beat any team.
Ooh.
In your 5A area.
What would it be?
I mean,
who do you want to beat the most?
We've already talked about Scottsboro. I mean, just
we
don't like them.
Well, I figured that. I think that's what I was hearing. I was just be Scottsboro.
Fanning the flames of competition is what it is.
And tell me some ways as a team that y'all have grown. Maybe some things that you do, things that you might do different than other people that bond y'all together.
I mean, kind of like what Mark was saying earlier, we got a really young team. We got a bunch of 7th graders, 8th graders, freshmen that are really just looking up to us. So I feel like our team really does a great job of just encouraging each other just the whole time. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're one of us, or like if you run like a 40-minute 5K, like we're still going to be down there. We're still going to be running alongside you and cheering you on. So it's really just, I love kind of how nobody's really above the team here. We kind of have the family culture.
Yeah,
awesome.
It was preached at every practice. We are a family. That's our motives. That's our goal. I love it about it.
I like that.
So, with this is not really a sports related question, but okay, so we have 3 major holidays coming up. We have Halloween, we have Thanksgiving, and we have Christmas. What?
Here you go. No, go ahead.
This is a good question.
No, you got. I bet it's awesome.
This is a good question.
Okay.
This is a good question.
Okay.
All right. Which one is your favorite? And then I will base the next question off what you say. All right. Which one's your favorite?
Christmas.
Christmas, okay.
Sure. Gotta be Christmas.
Gotta be Christmas. Okay. All right. When you go to Christmas, do you guys have like a big breakfast or a big lunch or something like that? Like turkey, something?
No, it's big breakfast.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's always all good. It's always a lot.
Well, yeah, of course. All right.
We have a big lunch. Very big lunch.
So Coach shows up Christmas Day, and y'all just ate, and he says, all right, boys.
Time to run
7 to 8 miles. Let's do it. What do you think your time would be? You just ate.
Okay. I have to give you credit. That became a solid question.
Thank you. And
that was a nice scenario.
He doubted.
I did. Absolutely, I did.
Ye of little faith.
Go ahead. Let's hear this answer.
Yeah.
Gosh.
What would your time be?
Is it after breakfast or like after lunch and dinner?
It is after you have your biggest meal on Christmas Day.
Okay. Wow.
Whatever your biggest meal is. Coach shows up and he's like, We're running.
We're saying 7 to 8 miles.
Yep.
Man, I'm probably like hour 30.
Hour 30.
Yeah, I love
it. Somewhere around there.
Hour 30. Do you think you throw up?
Oh yeah.
How many times?
JD's good at throwing up.
JD's
I've heard
really
that in
good.
the story already.
Yeah, I'm really good at
It's a talent.
Yeah.
He throws up on everybody.
I think that's I think I had like 25 something throw ups last year during track season. I think that's a school record's probably not even getting touched. Like,
bro,
yeah.
What is
a school record? He threw up the most last year as a school record.
I like that.
That's a school record.
That's in the book.
Bro, if they got me on that track, I would smash your record of throwing up. I would smash it. JD got 25, but Jordan topped out at 100.
I'm just saying, if you're out there during a track meet around JD, stay away.
Yeah, stay away.
Stay away.
Yeah, don't. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Don't. Solid plan. So talk about an embarrassing moment or something that y'all dealt with, something funny that happened to you. I see you laughing over there, Mark. So talk to me.
On the track?
I don't care where.
Yeah, sure. It can be anywhere. Yeah.
I've got one on the track. We were about to run the 800 meter. It was a championship race.
Yeah.
And I bluntly false started, ran in front of the whole crowd, and they were like, "This is the only time they'll do it. Is in a championship race." They come out, they give me a red card, and tell me to escort off the track.
Oh
no. My God!
Yeah. It wasn't too fun.
That's bummer. That's a bummer.
So you didn't even get to run.
Nope, because I false started. Yep.
Wow. That's a tough. When did that happen?
That became one of the saddest moments ever.
Yeah, when did that happen?
It was in 8th grade, I believe.
Okay.
It wasn't
okay.
You didn't cry then? No.
I was real sad though.
Yeah. I would have cried.
I would have definitely cried.
I was close.
Actually, I probably would have rejoiced because I wouldn't have had to run.
It's like, yeah, because then the rest of the day,
you just eat tacos.
The rest of the day, Mark's like, yeah, I would have been the best.
Yeah, I would have totally.
I obviously would have won.
As you're getting Cheeto sauce on your shirt, I would have totally smoked those.
That would have been me.
I'd have smoked them.
So, JD, tell us that story for you, whatever it was.
Man,
it doesn't have to be on the track.
I mean, nothing of that level, but
I mean, you throw up
Way
on
to go,
everybody.
Mark.
I've had some where I got like a double quad cramp after, and like I couldn't walk, so that was kind of embarrassing. I was like, "Hey, help, please,
somebody carry me!
Help! Just screaming from
somebody carry me!" I just want you to know, and he's a personal friend of mine, your competition's watching you right now. Mr. Chris Bashaw, one of the greatest track coaches of all time. I love that guy. But anyway, sorry to throw that in. So tell me, so that's hilarious, but tell me, because you're talking, you have a young team and everything like that that looks up to you. Tell me kind of the things that you expect out of them. Maybe especially for you, JD, this is your senior year. Kind of the things, the legacy that you might want to leave.
For sure. I mean, I just want them to give their best every day. I mean, some days their best might be a little harder to accomplish, but I really hope that they'll learn what they've seen from me. Like I hope that every day I will give it my best so that they can see, hey, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah. And like, I mean, we've talked about the school records and all those accomplishments, but I think it would mean more to me just to leave behind kind of like that legacy you were talking about. Just kind of build this culture here of putting in all the hard work and just seeing that pay off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally agree. Yeah. That's something I love about us. Our culture that we are just now starting to build and move through is phenomenal. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Wow. So, I'm going to read this from Chris Bashaw, then I'm going to ask JD to do something for us in a second. He says you got two good guys with you, Seth, and that's Chris Bashaw. So, Guntersville High School. But anyway,
thanks, Coach Bashaw.
He is amazing. He really is. I don't have to tell you, he's a legend in the track world.
Oh, yeah.
But a huge friend of our show. But I saw that, and I need to ask you, you got any special talents or abilities?
Oh.
Don't lie to me.
Don't lie to me.
Look me in the eyes as I talk to you. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Look at
Mark!
me in the eyes. Don't lie to me.
Mark.
Oh, no. I want to know your secrets, boy.
Well, mainly my one thing I would say I'm kind of good at is memorizing song lyrics, but ones that I've heard before.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay,
But
this
nothing-
could work.
This could work.
Now, my homie JD over here can play guitar, right?
Yes.
That's correct.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
He's
Now,
very good.
right
Not very
now,
good. Kind of good.
okay, no, we got a guitar for you.
A guitar.
And we want you
As
to
they
pretend.
say.
Here we go.
Is it even
And
tuned?
then-
Is it even tuned?
If Steven brought it,
Because
it must
Steven
be.
brought it in.
It
you
sounded
go
pretty
ahead.
good to me. It sounded pretty
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
So here's what I want from you two guys. So, why are you laughing?
Yeah, why are you laughing?
Jeez, man.
Yeah, here
Come
we
on,
go.
Mark. Quit calling me out.
There we go.
So we need to see if he knows the song that you can play.
Just any song?
Yeah, and I want Mark to sing
Oh, no.
while you play.
Do you
Come
want me
on,
to?
Mark.
It's not
Come on.
pretty.
I don't know.
cares?
I don't know what
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind helping to sing, but if he starts playing a song like a newer song,
And I
I'm
want
not
you.
gonna know
I
what
want
it
you
is.
to speak of Mrs. Doubtfire.
How
over
new
there.
is
You
new?
just-
Post Malone.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I was having a conversation with some of my youth yesterday. I cannot name you a single Drake song, a single Kendrick Lamar song, I can maybe name you 2 Post Malone songs that are not off of his
Lance
F
Hallman.
million whatever.
Lance Hallman says,
love
"Oh,
Lance.
Mark,
Yeah.
let's hear you sing."
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I can't.
You know, in
Let's
Kansas,
give
Mark?
the people what they want.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe you
Maybe
do.
not.
I bet you do.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
This
Oh,
is
man.
very enjoyable.
This is Kansas. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Only for a moment, and the moment's gone. There we go. All my dreams.
Yes.
Pass before my eyes in curiosity. Yeah. Dust in the wind.
Okay, with your
yeah.
voice changing. With your voice
All we
changing.
are is dust. It's a very high song.
Eh?
It's
really
very
is.
hard. It's high. Yeah, I could.
You didn't know the song, Mark.
No, I did not. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
All right, there's got to be another one. This is very enjoyable.
This was very good.
I'm enjoying this.
Thank
Well,
you.
of course, you're not having
This
to
is why
sing.
you watch the Varsity.
Yeah, this is why
If
you
I
do
knew
it.
the song, I would sing it.
Okay.
You know I would.
You know Dust in the Wind. Yes, you do.
I know the song. I don't know the lyrics. You're judging me.
I am judging
okay.
you. I am judging McJudgerson right now.
I hear
am
you.
absolutely judging you.
Johanna.
Yeah, okay.
Henry Miller.
Okay,
Here
yeah,
we go.
yeah,
Here we
same
go.
here. All right.
Oh, you want to do
Here it
Dust
is.
in the Wind again?
Yep,
Oh,
let's
hold
do
on,
it.
hold
If
on.
you could, all right. If you could play it in a little bit lower of a key, if that's
Ooh,
possible.
all right.
If we could, I could sing it maybe a little bit better.
And chord chart.
I
Steven is
close-
met. This is why
I'm a bear.
vote for Steven
Oh, man.
needs to be a thing.
Yeah.
Good job, Steven.
Here we go.
You're welcome.
I close my eyes.
Oh, you want to go straight from the song?
Sure, why
Yeah,
not?
Here we
let's
go.
do
Let's
this.
do it.
Here we go. Marky.
Yep.
Mark. Let's go.
Close
My eye.
Only
for a moment,
and the moment's
gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes in curiosity.
Dust in the wind.
You're welcome.
All we are is dust in the wind.
I can't hear you, Mark.
Same
old song.
My bad, I messed up.
song.
Just a drop of water
in an endless sea.
We are losing viewers.
Why are y'all leaving?
People's like, oh, what are you playing?
Next song.
Next song.
Next song. That was beautiful.
Dust in the wind.
JD, you have made my day.
All we are
Thank you.
is
Y'all made my
dust
day,
in
too.
the
This is
Marky-
both ways. Go
Marky
both ways.
Mark
There we go.
is killing it over
Oh,
here.
I thought you were about to say we're going to sing Marky
Nikki
Mark.
Fortenberry
Oh, no.
Bowling
Oh,
said
no.
Marky
Oh, no.
Go Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
Go, Marky Mark.
Johanna Pennery
Yep,
Miller.
Cross country ball.
Y'all will have to start singing at meets now. You know, that's what the show's about.
This is we're all about embarrassing each other.
What a Beautiful World.
Oh my!
Oh, Louis Armstrong. Woo, we can do that.
I love it.
Here we go. We're going. I see them blue.
You gonna go full Louis, Mark?
Here we go.
Might as well.
I don't know if I can go fully, but I can sing it.
Mark, let's go. All right. And go. This is why you tuned into this show.
To never tune it again.
Quit crying.
Strum us a C, so we're in the right key. Strum us a C. There it is. All right, let's go.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Oh, wow.
I was hoping he would go to the Hawaiian version.
Clouds of white.
We are really bad.
Yeah, we're bad. We are really bad.
No wonder all of you were leaving us.
Yeah, no, I would leave too. I would. I mean, look,
no one's ever going to come to our meets now.
Never.
I'm going to say this. I mean, I don't know if
this is the most fun I've had in a while.
I don't know if my wife's going to let me sleep in the same bed tonight. She's going to be like, you sleep on the couch for that horrible performance. You just sleep on the couch.
She's embarrassed.
No, she loves me. It's because she loves me too much. That's why.
You will sleep on the couch.
You will sleep on the couch.
Wrong. Never do it again.
You will sleep on the couch because you're too handsome. That's it.
Hey guys, let's go back over to the socials.
All right.
Socials.
Right. Hey, we're going to the socials.
Socials, everybody.
Come visit us.
Yeah, everybody.
Yep.
Interview over.
Not only was the interview over and a lickety split, but we were cut off, bro.
Yeah.
That was very good playing, though.
Steven was straight up like...
Y'all did great.
Steven was straight up like, I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
Steven
was like, let's go back to the socials, guys.
Like,
let's just go back to the socials, and let's never speak of this again.
Steven's like, this is why I sing.
Yeah. Dust in the Wind is incredibly high, though. Like,
I was doing my best Louis in there.
Yeah.
Red roses too.
My favorite one is when he says,
I see them blue.
What is I've seen a baby cry. I've seen it blow up too. Blow up? And I always thought when I was like a kid, I was like, why would a baby blow up? But then he says grow up. I've seen him grow up too. But as a kid, you mishear lyrics. Yeah, you mishear lyrics. And you're like, why would a baby blow up? That's terrible.
Steven, I want to see more of our videos.
Why would you watch
Since
that?
we're over here,
sure,
make us laugh.
Make us laugh.
I'm enjoying JD.
Make us laugh,
and Mark a lot. Marky Mark over here.
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
One of the most fun things about going to the mall when you were a kid is if they had those little ride-around things.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
You know, but what
do malls even exist anymore?
I was just thinking me and Jordan could get around like this from now on.
I mean,
the homie's living his best life.
My dude. I mean, look, that's not
even looking where he's going.
That's not that. Yeah, don't text and dinosaur ride. But here's the truth. Here's the truth. That if you notice, that man looked like he was wearing a bag. That's probably not his bag. That's his wife's. And more than likely, he's like, if my wife's bringing me to the mall to shop for hours and hours,
I'm gonna make her pay.
I'm gonna ride this dinosaur.
You will pay for bringing me to this place.
Yeah. Could you imagine like a homeless guy outside being like, hey, you got any change? Like, I don't have any change. But then when you get inside, you're like, I totally got change. Thrown in this bad boy.
I saw a meme and it said that.
And he's like looking through the window like, that guy knew he had change. I could hear it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, this is a good question for you guys because you're running so much. So
yes.
I imagine that sometimes it feels good to crack your back, right?
Of course.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Do you like do that like on command? Can you just like crack it whenever you want to?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
Yeah.
So some people can do all the knuckles in their hands. Some people can do all up and down their spine. My little brother, it's weird. He like moves his back a certain way and just crack. You know?
I was hanging out with one of my youth yesterday, Abe Luther, and great kid, super awesome kid, but he popped his neck. He popped his neck, and it sounded like cans getting crunched.
And you
is what it sounded like. And yeah, I mean, I did it. I was like, ugh, like why would you do that? We're no longer friends. I'm kidding, we are.
Yeah.
But it was horrifying.
My dad used to come up behind me and actually take my head, almost like one of those scenes in a movie where they're killing people. But he just turns it just right, and it snaps on both sides. But you know, if I had a spine like this, I think it might be Well, I might be going to the chiropractor a lot.
Sweet mercy. Or do you hold your stress? All in the shoulders.
Wow.
No,
I mean, that
Look at
has
those
to be.
fingers. That's disturbing.
Yeah, this is wild.
Steven, I know Halloween is approaching, but that was disturbing.
How fast do you think you could run if that thing was chasing you?
Very fast.
Yeah,
So
you're
3
doing
miles.
you're doing 8 miles in like 3 minutes.
Guys,
Guys,
y'all might see me break JD's record.
Yeah. You would see me break JD's record for most throw-ups in a single run,
yes.
but I would make it. I would make it from that thing. I'm like, bah, see you later.
And now a universal truth. Us guys, we just get weird from time to time.
That's right.
I don't know the last time you got in a shopping cart and rode that, like got in it and let somebody push you.
Oh, yeah.
That ever happened to you guys?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while.
That's the way God intended a shopping cart to be used.
But there's that friend that you have that it's like, you just, I don't know. It's weird, but it's fun. And here, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. See if you can resonate with this.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's impressive.
Jordan, that's me and you.
I would love that if that was me and you. Here's the thing.
That's crazy.
Are you the one who's getting spun on top of my bald head, or am I getting spun on you?
Well, you do have the bald head.
It's way more fun. It's way more fun though if I get spun on you. It's way more fun.
Is that harder for the guy on the bottom or the guy on top?
Right? That's a good question.
I mean, could you imagine someone's shirt getting caught on your head? And
How do you start the
how do you do
speed
that?
process?
You've got to like baby oil your head up, man. I mean, you have to. I would think that that would not be.
How?
Gotta hurt his stomach.
I have so many questions.
Yeah, that would like your intestinal problems, man. Like this is bad. Yeah,
I have so many questions.
This is true though. I would if I was dating somebody, I'm not. Well, I guess I am permanently. My wife.
Better.
Yeah, I am. But if I was
young,
you should have played that.
Forever
Yeah, he would have
young.
done well. But I would have not texted back at this moment. I'd have been like, "Sorry, babe, I gotta watch.
I got a
this.
thing.
I've got a thing. I will explain it later.
So
or it's
once
probably
in a
best if I
lifetime.
don't. It's probably best if I don't. You know, this is like seeing a giraffe out in the wild. Like you just stare at it or something.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's a good video.
So you guys, I don't know if this particular lingo is like really big in your age bracket, but
oh man,
I've been hearing stuff. Now this is from my fourth grader, right?
Fourth grader?
Skibbity. What is skibbity about?
No.
You guys don't use that, do you?
Oh, no.
I think I know what that means, but I don't want to know what it means.
I worked FCA sports camps all summer, so we're doing with like 8 kids ages like 7 to like 13 being the oldest.
Yeah.
The amount of times I heard Skibbity, Sigma, Ohio, like
what does Ohio mean? I mean, other than the state.
So bad.
I've heard
JD,
Skibbity
give us
Ohio
definitions.
Ohio
Oh,
yeah, are these not appropriate?
The brain rot. They're just
mean,
mentally damaging. Like I'm permanently ruined.
JD, let me just tell you, that's how we feel.
I want to Google
watching
it.
your generation.
I'm gonna Google
You
it.
know?
Yeah.
And these kids, though,
that may not end up good.
this
You
stuff,
know that.
Wait, which one? Ohio?
All of them.
it comes out though.
What would possibly come up when I'm just gonna Google Ohio and be like, what's going on? And I'm gonna get a picture of the state. And
So-
it's gonna I got a picture of the
There
state.
you go.
So I mean,
Go ahead, Steven.
Google down in Ohio.
I want to show you what happens when one of these kids who's used to saying that all the time, when he gets in like a high pressure situation, right? Like at the doctor's office.
What was he doing? Was he just saying skibbity?
Yeah, there's a whole
Skibbity
song
glop,
that
glop,
goes
glop.
with it.
Yes.
What? I don't even know.
It's
I
been on
mean-
TikTok for a while, the skibbity thing. There's this big guy who walks out and he's about to be fed and he starts doing this dance where he's like bouncing up and down and his belly's going. It's hilarious. It's been all over the socials.
It's
Yeah, kids
scary.
are getting a hold of
That
this.
poor kid
Yeah.
is traumatized forever.
I feel traumatized watching that.
Right?
So, Steven, I sent this in the
What you
last few weeks.
All right. Which one we talking
But can you imagine making a phone call because you saw something really strange on a bridge?
Yeah, I can actually. Yeah. I could totally see that.
What?
Something strange
if
like
this happens
like this?
Oh yeah. What do you do? In this 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, I have a galactic civil war on a bridge. I'm sorry, what?
I mean, this is the wrong music though for this. It should be the Imperial March.
Right?
Dun dun dun.
Unfortunately,
dun, dun,
we would be canceled off of the social.
Yeah,
I know, but still.
And then
it gave me something to say.
Okay, hear us out. Now it's me and Steven and Jordan.
I don't know if I should say
we go to meetings all the time.
We
Steven.
do.
Hold on. I don't know if I should say it. What was this?
So it's something about Ohio.
Okay.
It gave me a phrase to say, and I don't know if this is I don't know if this is appropriate.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say it.
Okay.
Skibbity toilet Ohio Rizzler.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I don't think it's vulgar, but
okay, good.
It's not vulgar, but it has
Thank
worse
God.
effects. Brain rot. It just rots your brain.
Brain rot. That's one of the big terms now.
What is skibbity toilet? What is that even?
It is a meme.
Don't
It's
look
a
it
whole
up.
show.
Don't look it up.
No, JD's telling you not to look it up.
There are days where, because I'm a youth pastor, there are days where I think I got the lingo down. And then I hear skibbity toilet, and I'm like, I got nothing. I have absolutely nothing down. I just learned that glaze means like when you're talking about somebody, like, oh, he's glazing. And I was like, what the crap are they talking about? And then they're like, oh, they're glazing you. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. I'm a donut, whatever. So,
I'm a donut.
I get I'm fat, okay? Come on, calm it down, guys. But then they're like, no, that means like you're talking good about somebody or, all that stuff. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then, oh, no, what is that?
That's the skibbity thing.
That's skibbity toilet?
Yeah.
Why is that a thing?
I'm going to be terrified for the rest of my life.
They're in the elevator. I mean, is this a song?
It's a movie.
Oh, man. Thank y'all. I've got to watch.
There it is. Just a little bit. Now back to you.
What? Now back
How do I go on after that?
What is this? This should be the.
I'm traumatized.
This should be the title of.
I'm gonna have nightmares. It's all your fault.
This is the title of your next sermon for your youth. Is Skibbity Toilet Ohio Rizzler.
Whatever that was, if I never see it for the rest of my life, it'll be too early.
What is
18 seconds to freestyle?
Let's go.
All right. I figured you were ready for a change.
Yeah,
please.
We're ready for a change. That's true.
That's not the one I wanted.
Seth Henniger and Skibbity Toilet 24. There we go.
Never again.
There we go, guys.
I'm voting. They got my vote.
The Varsity Freestyle.
This is your chance to win a 5-person all-day pass to B&B Video Games right by the Pizza Hut in Albertville. The Albertville mullet.
I'm thinking of the video we just
I know
watched.
you are.
I'm sorry.
So all you gotta do is answer 3 questions. I'll ask the first one. If you don't watch our social medias, you're missing out on so much.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Absolutely.
But it was
also
awesome.
the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
No, I loved it.
I'm
gonna show it to my son.
And he will not sleep tonight. So all we're gonna do is ask 3 questions, and you're gonna call in, and you're gonna answer the first one.
Yeah.
And I know you might I don't know if I want to call in. I may not know the answer. It's okay. We're like phone a friend, and we have the answers.
We're your buddies.
We want you to win.
We want this.
So all we need you to do is call.
Because we want to hang out with you.
Right.
Yeah.
We enjoy talking to you. So here's question number 1. Which ocean is off the California coast?
Which ocean?
Hawaii hangs out in this ocean. Which ocean is off the California coast?
Want to win? Call us now at 256-505-0885.
It's the Mediterranean Sea.
Yes, that's what it is. In response to that video you just made me watch,
Skibbity, Ohio.
The ocean. Me minding my own business video, Steven.
Me minding my own business.
Yeah, me minding my own business.
Yes, me trying not to look nosy.
Right.
Oh no. You're not very good at not looking nosy.
Yeah.
Seth.
Right here.
You are not
it's
good.
Just me while you are talking.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Do you?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was solid.
You know, just got to vacuum the grass. Got to vacuum the driveway. Nothing wrong with that.
And since we're waiting, you always have those teachers who are just extra special.
Yeah, the ones that like to dance to songs that can't be played on the socials.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I can't play the video.
Sorry.
Oh.
Thriller.
Okay.
Way to go, Seth.
Still scrolling. I'm trying.
You know, here's the funny thing, because NBC Universal got us for last week. The stupid hippopotamus song from Jimmy Fallon, the Tonight Show.
Bummer.
Yeah, they blocked us from being seen.
What?
Yep. Gotta be careful.
I made a
we thought the hippopotamus song was.
I took the youth to camp this summer, and I made a video, and I used Brendan Lake's "Praise You Anywhere" song to splice the video together.
Right.
And I was informed after I posted on YouTube that it would not be allowed to be shown in Russia.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
Yeah. I'm okay with stuff like that.
What was the show? What was the song?
It was "Praise You Anywhere" by Brendan Lake.
Yep.
You know, I'll praise you anywhere. Praise, give him praise.
And it said you couldn't.
It was Russia and Ukraine, which things are going splendidly over there right now. So I don't know why.
So friendly.
Yeah. It went in a couple other places that I didn't recognize because I didn't pay attention in school. But I was like, I know Russia, and you know what? If I go over to Russia and they ask me to play my camp video from 2024, I'm gonna have to say, sorry guys, can't do it.
It's off limits.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
That's so
it's
funny.
off limits. I could get arrested by Putin.
So what's the deal with soccer? Because
what is the deal?
Where are we going with
so little scores? I mean, we're talking about low scores here.
Yeah. It ain't American football. That's its problem.
That's right. So
that's what's up with it.
One team's fans decided to get on board with this and try to help the team out, to kind of point out to them, hey, this is where the goal's at.
Oh.
I found that video. It's so good.
And they move with it.
Look at this. They're like, hey,
you're getting a workout while watching the game.
Over here.
That's pretty good, yeah.
The goal is here.
Yeah, could you imagine? But see, here's the thing, like you know,
that's so funny.
A low-scoring game in football.
After 5 scoreless games, this football team's fans held giant arrows pointing towards the goal.
I love it. I think that see,
you know you're bad.
What's a low-scoring football game?
From that?
10-7, 10-7, a low-scoring football game.
Very.
Yeah, you're still getting 10 points though. You're still getting some action.
Yes.
A low-scoring football game, you can end in a tie.
0-0 tie.
Yeah, you can end in a 0-0 tie. Like, what's the point? This is America.
Right.
We like winners here. We like winners.
We win.
Yeah, and that's
capitalism.
like earlier we were. Did you say capitalism?
So yeah.
My dog. That's like earlier we were talking about. This guy said that he was paralyzed after eating 413 chicken McNuggets. Wow. That was one of our memes. But paralyzed was spelled with an S, meaning it's over in Europe. And so I said, I bet an American could eat over 500 of those. Like some wimpy Europeans, like I could only do 412.
So the limit's 412.
And Americans like, heck yeah, give me 500. I ain't getting paralyzed. Like that's America.
Can you imagine?
We want winners.
Seriously.
Dog.
Can you imagine eating 413 chicken nuggets?
Yeah.
Well, ask one of them here about eating an entire hot dog at one time. Yeah. Which one of you is that again?
Eating an entire.
I think I said that.
Yeah.
Wait, you ate an entire hot dog at one time? Like
the whole thing.
I mean,
you Joey Chestnutted this hot dog?
Joey Chestnut one bite. I mean, it was a pretty. It's a pretty small hot dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still, that is one of my greatest eating accomplishments.
But we're talking
I
about
like that he put that on his accomplishment.
the hot dog.
Kobayashi!
What kind of condiments are we talking about? We just got normal stuff. We
Ketchup,
got chili,
mustard. Those
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
classic.
Eventually, he's
gotta
going
go
to apply for
Gotta go
that competition.
Unfortunately, I am allergic to mustard.
Really?
Yeah. My lips will swell to the size of a baboon. It's pretty funny.
Oh, the next,
but not enjoyable.
Keep that in mind, Steven.
The next donut or do not. I just have to have mustard on the inside of the dumpling. I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that.
I could die, but you know what my friend said?
Now, tartar sauce, I would put that in there.
My wife's friend once said, "Skibbity Ohio toilet rizzler," and I did it. And if he could do that, I could do this.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I don't even know that. You know, I can be saying the most inappropriate thing on the planet.
You're doing great.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. My youth are going to be so. If they listen to this, they're going to be so embarrassed.
I want you to preach a sermon.
Which is kind of the point
using
of being
just
a youth
those
pastor.
words.
I just want to say Skibbity Island, Skibbity Toilet, Ohio Rizzler, Glaze.
It sounds like CB
Straight
handles.
gas.
CB handles. Breaker 19 for radio check. This is the Rizzler.
This is the Rizzler. This is Rubber Ducky. This is Ohio Skibbity Toilet. This is, I don't know, yeah.
You know, those arrows, they would really help out the team.
I'm going to have to look up some more. This is so interesting.
But I don't think any arrows could help you with this particular sport. This is just, watch this ball. Oh, my gosh. This is craziness.
Oh, you got me.
Boom.
Nice.
Have you seen any of the trick shots in wiffle ball?
Oh, yeah.
Where they get the curves? Like, it's so crazy to watch.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But that was a good one. Good little sequence there. Hey, I got a question. So I think it was it you, JD? Or it might have been Mark.
Might have been.
Mark.
Might have been.
You're like in all kinds of extracurricular stuff, like Spirit Club, FCA, Knights Leadership Academy.
Yep, that's me.
How do you balance that on top of regular school and sports? How does that happen? Because that's a lot of stuff going on.
That's a good question.
He has not thought of it himself.
You just don't think about it. You just do it, right?
Yeah,
mainly. Just go.
Okay.
I just go
parents.
for it.
Your parents?
Yeah.
He just shows up.
But now imagine, though, because all this extracurricular stuff, you're padding that GPA. You're trying to get all the weighted courses and all that, too.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
I have a good question that was not on the athlete interview, but I have a good question.
Go ahead.
And it's not a Christmas question. Do you guys want to go like to college and do cross country or whatever? Do y'all like? If so, where do you want to go? Do you have an idea?
I'm probably not going to run in college. I feel like just really go strong this year, and then my plan is to go to Bama and study
Roll Tide.
Communications. Yeah, Roll Tide for sure. Study communications.
You look at me all you want.
Try to get into sports media, maybe end up doing something like the Varsity Show. I don't
Come
know.
on, man. Look at this guy.
Your replacement. You're getting replaced. You are raising your replacement.
I cannot be here forever.
Because let's be honest. Let's be honest. I'm irreplaceable. You, however, we could kill you now and find someone tomorrow. I'm kidding. We would never do that, friend. Never. I would never skibbity toilet you that way. Ever. Ever. I didn't use that properly.
Are you enjoying this today?
This is the best 30 minutes of my life.
See? I like this.
Yeah.
This is awesome. I like this.
Yeah, I would never do that to you.
So you're going to go to Bama?
Ever. What about you?
I do want to run in college somewhere. Right now, I don't know if I'm in between going to JUCO or the D2, D1 route.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, but somewhere in there.
Look, hey man, only it's like astronomically low, like only 5-6% of athletes across the board, doesn't matter what sport, actually play that same sport in college. So if you can actually make it, doesn't matter D1, D2, D3, doesn't matter. If you do it, you are in a top percent of people who do it.
That's
so massive respect if you get a chance to do it.
Having fun.
See, that was a good question.
This has been the show.
That was my best
this
question.
Has been my favorite show.
Easy.
It's been a lot of fun
this year.
Yeah.
I praise guys.
Yeah.
I mean that.
That's high praise.
This year, this has been my favorite show.
It was because of me.
Not the skibbity toilet thing. No?
See, you said it now, and now that you say it, it's kind of in your brain now, and you're just going to be walking around
and
the house.
you can't get it out. It's
Never.
just stuck there.
You're just going to be walking around the house, and you're about skibbity toilet, and you're just going to be weird. Your wife's going to be like, "What's wrong with you?" And you're like, "Quiet,
so much,
woman. I'm the Rizzler over here." They call me the Ohio Rizzler. You keep your mouth shut. I'm kidding, baby. I love you.
Please don't kick me. Please don't lock me out of the house.
Please don't lock me out. Don't change the locks again. I'm sorry. I love you.
Again.
It's fine. It's fine. You know what? Here's my rule. Here's my rule with my wife. Here's my rule with my wife. If I can make her laugh when she's really angry at me, which, duh, but if I can make her laugh, I'm off the hook. That's at least how I view it. I'm like, I made her laugh. I'm off the hook. I can just do whatever now. And here's the problem, though. She rarely laughs. That's the problem.
She wants to kill him.
But when she does laugh,
all good.
It's all good. We're like, I got it.
That one time.
Nailed it. Twice, bro. Twice,
bro.
Twice.
And how long have you been married?
It'll be 8 years in November. 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years.
It's good advice. Don't when you one day have a wife.
Yeah, it's great advice. Yeah. You can make her laugh. Here's the best one. Here's the best one. Here's the best one.
In those high stress moments.
Here's the best one. When your wife says, I got it. When your wife says, I'm angry, throw a towel on her back and say, now you're super angry. And she'll either kill you or she'll laugh.
Now, sports analyst Gregg Glasscock.
Hey, welcome to the show. The one, the only, the amazing Gregg Glasscock. How are you doing, man?
I'm good, guys. How are y'all doing?
Man, we're good. We get to talk to you. We get to hear about Marshall County sports.
Yeah.
Greg, I can tell by your voice that you've missed me. I can tell.
I really have, and it's always interesting when I come in on a conversation about wives and marriage. I think that's a little dangerous.
Greg,
it is very dangerous.
I'm just giving good advice, Greg. I'm just giving good, solid advice.
Hey, the best advice is always just say yes, dear.
Yes. Yes. That is the best advice.
What you do.
Yeah. And hope
Jordan spends a lot of time on the couch.
Don't
because
ever.
I want to be there.
Yes, he chooses to sleep on the couch.
I choose to be there.
Sure he does. Anyway, Greg, tell us about sports since we don't have wives down, right?
Yeah. Let's go to a topic we know about.
Yes. Let's go to that one.
Yeah, I tell you, it was a good week of football. Some teams in the county did well, some not so well. Of course, I was at Gunnersville's game out at Sardis, and don't know if you guys got to listen to any of it.
I saw the score. Yeah,
it really wasn't competitive. I had heard that Sardis graduated a lot off last year's class, and Gunnersville pretty much able to play everybody in that 64-0 win.
Wow.
And also in the county, of course, Gunnersville's next opponent will be Arab. Arab had a big win on the road at Brewer.
They're in the studio with us, right?
Yeah, we got Arabbers in the studio.
Go nice.
Arabber? Arabians? Arabians. I like Arabbers better.
Yeah. You would be kicked out and stoned. Go ahead, Greg. Sorry.
That sets up an undefeated match at Gunnersville this Friday night. That's always a huge crowd, good atmosphere. So looking forward to this Friday, as this is where the season really gets real. Is hard to believe, but I guess this is really for a lot of teams that I guess probably the fifth game, for others the fourth game. So
wow.
I always say when it gets here, it seems like it flies by. So it really does. And also in the county, Boaz was off. Douglas, which they're much improved. They gave Scottsboro all they wanted for a little over a half, and Scottsboro's another one of those teams that's real good. I said from the very beginning, I think the region race for the playoffs in whatever kind of order is going to be Arab, Gunnersville, Boaz, and Scottsboro. It just depends, who finishes in the top two to host a first-round game and who would go on the road. I really think it'll be those four teams in some kind of order going to the playoffs, and they all still have to play each other, and it begins this Friday night. So I always say this is where it gets real right here.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Ought to be interesting. And of course, volleyball is still going on. Arab and Gunnersville both have very strong teams that are ranked. I saw where Arab's girls won a couple of matches yesterday, and so did Gunnersville. Gunnersville won out at Boaz. They defeated Boaz and Geraldine, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Arab played out at Fairview yesterday and defeated Fairview, and I can't remember who the other team was. So both of those volleyball teams all those ladies are doing very well this season. So, and also we got cross country going on. Don't want to forget about that.
No, not with them here. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I hadn't got to make a meet yet. The one I always get to make, and I'm assuming Arab will be there. Of course, I don't know. I always help host the one that Gunnersville hosts. Coach Bashaw always invites me back. So I guess I've done a decent job with that. So I think he said that this year there was going to be quite a few teams actually coming from out of state, which will be interesting.
Wow.
So, and I think most of the county teams come too, if I'm not mistaken, to that one at Gunnersville. It'll be the first Saturday of October. So I'm looking forward to that as always. It's always interesting weather in early October. I've been there before where you sweat early in the morning, and I've been there where you got to wear several layers of clothes first thing in the morning. So
guess we'll figure it out when it gets it goes crazy.
Never know about this Alabama weather, that's for sure.
Never.
Nope.
Never.
But yeah, fall sports are going strong right now.
Yeah. Well, Greg, you always provide so much insight and uplift this show to a higher level, I think.
Yes, Greg.
Thank you so much for calling in.
You the man, Greg.
You guys are welcome, and the only thing is if I bring it to a higher level, I'd hate to know what level it was on.
Oh, stop.
Oh, Greg.
Stop,
Gregory.
Greg, you're fantastic.
Yes, you are fantastic.
I do enjoy talking to you guys every week about sports, and I look forward to next Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Greg.
Yes, sir.
All right. See y'all.
Bye.
All right, bye.
I'm
Whoa, that was cool.
That was serious.
Wow.
That was serious.
I like that.
Hey, we're about to end. It's called
We are.
Buzzer Beater.
I know. Aren't you sad? Don't be sad.
Quick. That goes so quick. We start in here in 2 hours. Just gone.
Yeah.
But so what I'll do is say, hey, when the show's over, you can find us
at Varsity Radio Show on Facebook.
Yeah. Instagram.
At Varsity Radio Show on Instagram.
You'll be Twitter or X.
At Varsity Radio Show 885.
And then Steven will do TikTok and YouTube.
Yep.
And I'll do podcasts.
Podcasts everywhere. It flies by. It's so fun, though. It's so fun.
It is fun. This has been a great show, guys.
Great show.
You guys are tremendous.
Wonderful show.
JD, Mark, I have enjoyed being with you guys.
Yes.
It has been such an honor.
It really has been a lot of
fun. Yeah, it's a great time.
I got a lot of fun.
Great show.
The Gitter.
The what?
The Gitter play. The
Gitter?
The guitar.
Oh, the guitar. I was like, the Gitter? What?
The Gitter
What's the
play?
Gitter? The Gitter. You know,
hear
the
Marky Mark sing.
Marky Mark sing.
Wasn't that great?
Okay, we might have to redefine what great means.
Yeah.
It was great. It was terrible radio.
I didn't say beautiful.
But great entertainment.
Yes.
Terrible radio. Anyone who tuned in at that point and had no context. Could you imagine some little old lady tuning in? I'm going to listen to my stories. And she clicks over and she hears dust in the wind. And she's like, oh my gosh, what are they playing? Lord Jesus, they need an exorcism. My goodness. Could you imagine that? We'd probably frighten some little old lady. We're going to hear about a wreck happening in Douglas. Some little old lady. What was her last words? Blame the Varsity Radio Show. Those were her last words.
Wow.
Actually, that'd be kind of honor going out listening to Way to go, little old lady. We'll just call you Judith. Way to go, Judith.
Judith.
We'll just
You
call
gave
you
her a
Judith.
name.
That's what?
Wow.
I named her. I gave her a name. She matters to me, Seth. She's not
Okay.
some little old nameless little old grandma. She's a sweet woman.
That you made up completely
She
in your
is
mind.
She is a proud lady born and raised in Douglas. Come on, man.
Wow,
Come
look,
on.
he gave her a home. This is great.
Yeah.
Hey, just because I teased this earlier, I think we got to get it in here before the end of the show.
Oh, my.
That little bit of, the debate that happened.
Yes.
There's one
Yes.
piece of audio that's all over the place right now, and I want you to hear it.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating...
They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
I've never heard your Trump impression.
Oh, really?
Awesome, dude.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it. I think I've done
Wow.
a Trump impression before.
Do it with your
remember it.
hands, though.
Do it
Judith.
with my hand. I do. Tell them.
You gotta get the lips, too.
The lips. Now you are making me feel. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Trust me. I speak to all of them. They tell me.
They love me. I'm
They
the best.
love me. I'm the greatest.
The Buzzer Beater.
That sound lets you know, unfortunately, that our show's over because we have been like crying laughing.
Yeah. It's over.
And the show's over, and we hear you crying, and you're not laughing.
Don't cry.
But we want to embrace you with our social media hug.
I said, don't cry. Don't cry.
You can find us
at Facebook at Varsity Radio Show.
Find us at Varsity Radio Show on Instagram.
On X at Varsity Radio Show 885.
On
Twitter.
On TikTok at Varsity Radio Show, and on YouTube at Varsity Radio Show 885.
And you can find us on podcasts everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. And we're on Horizon Communication. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Good to see you.
Hello.
Yeah, channel 182.
Hello.
We're so
Hello,
excited
Horizon.
to be here. Hey, we want to tell you about B&B Video Games, who are just, they're the...
Oh, yes, they are the Albertville Mall at
Yes.
B&B Video Games. It is a retail video game store in the front.
Jordan.
And an 80s, yeah.
Do it. Just do
They
it.
are the Albertville Mullet. 80s style arcade in the back. Trust me, the best one in the state. I know. I would know. Local video game retail store in the front.
Hey, I want you to finish with a Doubtfire impression, so you just figure that
Why?
out. Hey, we want to talk about Marco's Pizza, who is the fuel of the varsity, and these two guys got to enjoy it today. Pizza, salads, desserts, sub sides.
Oh, yeah. Great name.
And they're in the shops at Albertville. That's Marco's Pizza. Hey, we will not be in the studio next week.
No.
Because we're going to be in some of your schools.
Yes.
We're bringing a special
Well, you gotta
speaker.
don't say it so weird like that.
No,
We're just gonna be in your schools,
we're bringing
hanging
a
out.
school assembly speaker to some of your schools. Arab's one of them, but we will be in your school next week.
Woo-hoo. We will be there.
6 of your schools. But we're bringing in a guy named Reggie Dabbs. It's going to be amazing. Varsity Radio Show live.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's
You're
going
gonna
to be
love
great.
it.
It's going to be
Yep.
fun. Hey, but then we'll be back that next week, and so you're not going to want to miss that.
Never.
The Varsity Radio Show. Hey, we hope to see you back soon.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Oh, you got to do. Come on.
Okay. Hello. There you go.
There it is.
I am
We need you
the
to sign
circus
the
monkey.
door and take a picture.
Dance, monkey,
Hello.
dance.
Dance, monkey. Dance, boy.
Did you enjoy that?